a production of the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Good evening from Burgettstown. Tonight, the WJPA Sports Network presents a Week 1 football matchup as the Burgettstown Blue Devils host the Bentworth Bearcats. Hi, everyone. I'm Jason Tennant. Bill Duquette will be joining me shortly. Our WJPA Sports Network crew for tonight's broadcast has Brandon Bennett running the controls, Brett Gambita and Nathan Bennett on camera. Bill Chapo and Mark Edwards will be producing in our downtown Washington studios. Bentworth comes into Week 1 following a lopsided 47-3 victory over Brownsville in Week 0. Ben Hayes scored 5 touchdowns for the Bearcats, racking up 184 yards on 14 carries. Bentworth was ahead 41-0 at halftime. For Burgettstown, they see their first official game action of the season tonight. Last season, the Blue Devils opened with an 11-6 win at Bentworth, but that Week 1 win was the last time this team tasted victory. The Blue Devils will look to snap an 8-game losing skid as they open the 2025 season. Tonight's broadcast on the WJPA Sports Network is being brought to you by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. By Bud Bear Buick GMC Truck, Route 19 South Washington, home of Bud Bear Cares Rewards Program. By Marisotti Insurance Agency and Marisotti Funeral Home, proud to support the California Trojans. Attorney John Patricic, nearly 30 years of experience, giving your case the attention it deserves. And by Washington Financial Bank, for 125 years, proud to be the bank that gets you. By Bentleyville Giant Eagle, open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., 7 days a week. By Cornerstone Care, creating healthier tomorrows today. Our coverage also being brought to you by Bell Print and Stitch, digital print, embroidery, design, and fundraising. Bell Print and Stitch in Bentleyville and on Facebook. By the Day Insurance Agency on East Maiden Street, Washington, Main Street Hickory, online, dayinsurance.com, celebrating 50 years of service. By Alex Paris Contracting, a commitment to quality and service exceeding expectations. By Sunny Days In-Home Care, providing compassionate care in the comfort of home. SunnyDaysInHomeCare.com. Our coverage today also being brought to you by CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. By First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County, people you know, people you can trust. By the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, celebrating our region's rich athletic tradition. By Washington County Human Services, take the first step toward a healthier life. Call 724-228-1234. And by Burgettstown's Homecoming Committee, celebrating the homegrown Blue Devils. Coming up, we'll hear from both head coaches, but first we'll take a look at the Week 1 schedule for Washington and Greene County as our pregame show continues here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Hi, this is Mark Bear from Bud Bear Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Listen to this deal. A 2025 Sierra 1500 Elevation for only $399 a month plus tax. And with only $3,150 cash or trade equity.
Stock number 253064. 36-month lease at 10,000 miles per year. Payment includes $3,250 GMC Buick lease loyalty. Must qualify based on Tier 1 credit approval with GMF.
BudBearGM.com.
Bud Bear. The Marisotti Insurance Agency and the Marisotti Funeral Home in California are proud to support students and families throughout the area. The Marisotti family provides honest service with a commitment to excellence to families and businesses in Washington, Greene, and Fayette counties. For nearly 50 years, the Marisotti family has served the community, and they look forward to the next 50 years. The Marisotti Insurance Agency on 3rd Street and the Marisotti Funeral Home on 4th Street, supporting the Bearcats, Bulldogs, Falcons, and Trojans.
Welcome back here to Burgettstown as we get set for Week 1 football action. Let's take a look at the other action taking place in the local area, the Washington and Greene County schedule for this Week 1 of high school football. Obviously, our matchup here tonight, Bentworth taking on Burgettstown. Another game on the WJPA Sports Network tonight is taking place in Claysville, and that'll be Trinity at McGuffey. Our friends at greensports.net also have coverage of a big win in Greene County as Jefferson Morgan will play host to Waynesburg Central. Other action, Avella is at Carlinton tonight. Canon-Mac travels to Upper St. Clair. York will host Charleroi. Cornell is at California. Fort Terry travels to Ulsh, Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. Fraser will travel to Mapletown. The Best Center Bulldogs will be hosting Leechburg tonight. West Greene plays host to Monessen. Peters Township, we saw them last week in a win over Canon-Mac. They will travel to McKeesport tonight. Chartiers Houston is hosting Springdale. Wash High will host Steel Valley. And Stowe Rocks travels to Carmichaels. We'll try to keep an eye out for many of those scores. Hopefully we can keep you up to date on those scores throughout the evening here as we get set for action from Burgettstown. Coming up, we're going to hear from both head coaches. We'll start with head coach from Bentworth, David Pordash. We had a chance to talk with both coaches, though, and you'll see both of those interviews when we return here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Hi, this is Attorney John Patricic, and I've been your hometown attorney for nearly 30 years. Whether it be family law, the preparation of wills and powers of attorney, or the administration of an estate, I'm ready to assist you. I also represent clients on real estate matters including oil and gas, local government issues, contract disputes, and civil litigation, including personal injury. If you're looking for an experienced attorney, I have offices in Bentleyville and Washington. Call 724-239-2330 for a free consultation.
For 125 years, we've been covering this region's financial needs, sharing your rebellious spirit, standing right here with you, supporting your dreams, helping businesses grow and thrive, investing in what matters, and always putting people first. Thank you for letting us get to know you over our first 125 years. We're Washington Financial Bank, and we're proud to be the bank that gets you.
Whether you're shopping for 1 or 100, make one convenient stop for everything you need at Bentleyville Giant Eagle. Fresh meats and produce, deli, fresh baked goods, dairy products, cold and flu supplies, all the snacks you want and everything else you need. Bentleyville Giant Eagle has beer and wine available Sunday through Thursday 11 to 7, Friday and Saturday 11 to 9. Supporting area high school sports, students, and families. Giant Eagle in Bentleyville, open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.
1. Welcome back to the pregame show. I have a chance to talk with head coach of Burgettstown Blue Devils, Mark Duga. Mark, thanks for taking the time to be with us.
Always. I'm so excited that you came out tonight on home opener.
So this is your first actual official game of the season, no week zero game for you guys. Just give me your impressions of what you've seen from the team, starting with camp, through practices, just the outlook coming into the season.
Well, obviously our outlook, we expect to improve. Last year was a down season. We learned a great deal from that down season, and this year we have a great deal of our skill back, and some of our linemen, we had to plug in some new guys, but they got time last year, so we expect to be improved.
Now, this season is kind of starting off the same as last year did. Bentworth was your first opponent last year. They came off a big win over Brownsville, which is exactly what they're doing tonight as well. That's also the last win you got was last year against Bentworth. So how do you try to start the season the same way but maybe improve upon that this coming season?
Hands down, last year we made a few mistakes, and obviously Bentworth exploited that. This year we are coming in exact same situation. They are playing here at home, but the bottom line is they made the playoffs last year. We did not. And so I've been stressing that we're playing a playoff caliber team here, and we need to ramp it up early and stay on it this year. We cannot make the same mistakes that we did last year.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's Coach Mark Duga for Burgettstown Blue Devils, and we'll be back with more on the WJPA Sports Network pregame show.
From the first steps in new love to every scraped knee and healing embrace, the obstacles they will overcome to the victories they will achieve. You have walked this path beside them These are the moments you live for. By protecting their health with a regular schedule of care, they can fully embrace all of life's little moments. At Cornerstone Care, we create healthier tomorrows today.
To schedule an appointment, visit cornerstonecare.com/locations.
Get your name out there with Bell Print and Stitch in Bentleyville. Whether it's your business, your school, your team, whatever group or organization, Bell Print and Stitch does digital printing, including banners and vehicle graphics. They'll put your logo on anything with embroidery, heat press vinyl, or screen printing, all at competitive prices. Need an online fundraising spirit store? Call 724-207-3408. Bell Print and Stitch on Main Street in Bentleyville. See more on Facebook.
Radio and TV today are cluttered with ads for car insurance. You might find these ads clever, funny, or even annoying. Hi, I'm Scott Day from the Day Insurance Agency. We like to keep things simple. We will give you the best possible coverage at the best possible price with great hometown service without all those gimmicks. Call us to get a free no-obligation quote with Erie Insurance. You might be surprised how much you can save. That's the Day Insurance Agency, 724-228-3448, or online at dayinsurance.com.
Welcome back to the WJPA Sports Network pregame show. Have a chance season. What do you want to do this year to see season? What do you want to do this year to see not come down to the wire, maybe get a little better seeding when the playoffs roll around?
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. We're hoping to be in the top three again. I think Cal Jeff Morgan's going to be very tough again, but I think if we play our game, we could give them a chance. We give our guys a chance to win again. We can. Our goal is to make the playoffs and win a playoff game this year.
Well, good luck to you.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Welcome back here to Burgettstown as we get set for Week 1 football action, and let's bring in Coach Bill Duquette. How we doing this evening? It's a better night than it was a week ago, at least from a technology standpoint.
Well, yeah, but we're outside at Burgettstown Stadium. It's nice to have an early game here because usually you're playing on natural grass and normally you end up with bare spots all over the place. But the field looks in great condition, and we're out here with the people.
We are.
We're under a tent next to the press box, and thank God it's not raining, snowing, sleeting, or hailing.
Yeah, it's a good night. It's a good night to be under a tent for sure. We don't need this set up in December probably. That might be a little more miserable.
I remember when Mark Duga and I were doing the game. We had to sit outside once during the playoffs. We were up at I think we were up at Jeanette.
Yeah,
and we were sitting out, and it was cold.
Oh yeah. Well, this matchup here tonight, Bentworth coming off a big win over Brownsville, starting the season just the way they did last year, and coming into a game against Burgettstown, a game that Burgettstown won last year. This is their first game of the season, Burgettstown's, but it's also the last time Burgettstown tasted victory. That was against these Bentworth Bearcats Week 1 a year ago.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Bentworth decided not to participate in Week 0.
Right.
Just based on the fact that,
Burgettstown, you mean?
Yeah, Burgettstown. Yep. That just by the fact that they need the playing time, they need the experience, and they're going to hit the ground running tonight against a team that's already got one under their belt. And the biggest improvement you have is from your first game to your second game, so you're looking for better things from Bentworth during their second game.
We're going to step aside. We have our national anthem coming up, so we'll bring you back with more of the pregame here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Find your place in the sun this summer with First Federal of Greene County. Leverage your existing home equity or ask about a home improvement or home construction loan. First Federal of Greene County will help you dive into any new project, a swimming pool, a patio, an outdoor kitchen, even a new driveway or garage. Visit with a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
This is Coach Guy Montecalvo for the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, here to invite you to become a member of our chapter and help celebrate the stories of these outstanding athletes, coaches, and teams. For just $10, you'll have the opportunity to vote for respected athletes, coaches, and teams of yesteryear as we recognize these sports figures for their contributions to our rich athletic tradition. We're the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. Find us online or hit us up on Facebook and be a part of something exceptional.
Our national anthem performed by the Burgettstown Marching Band. Back to the pregame here on the WJPA Sports Network. So, I mentioned before we went to break there, Burgettstown hasn't had a victory since defeating Bentworth Week 1. Playing a pretty tough, conference does Burgettstown. And after that 11-6 win last year, you start off on the right foot, but then you go on an 8-game losing streak. Obviously, the focus is to, first and foremost, break that losing streak and set the tone for hopefully a better season.
Yeah, certainly they're looking for not only improvement, but they're looking for a win. It would be great, if they play well, beat the team they're playing tonight, then they can say, okay, the monkey's off our back,
right,
and we can go ahead and do that. That's why you play the games. You figure out where you're at, and hopefully things work out for you in terms of the preparation.
Burgettstown plays in the Black Hills Conference. They're in there with Cornell, Fort Cherry, Monessen, Bishop Canevin, Chartiers Houston, and Sarah Catholic. Bishop Canevin was the team that Burgettstown drew in the first round of the playoffs a year ago, and that did not go well for the Blue Devils. Let's look to the Bentworth side of things. They come out of the Tri-County South, already picking up a win over the independent Brownsville Falcons, and a big win at that. It was 41-0 at halftime, so game was decided early in that one. But they're riding high off of victory as they were a year ago. 47-3 was the final in week 0. They come out of the Tri-County South, teams of Vela, California, Jefferson Morgan, Beth Center, Carmichaels, Mapletown, and West Greene. Bentworth was a playoff team last year. They got into a 3-way tie, though, with Carmichaels and West Greene, ended up earning a spot in that 3-way tie. But probably a team that's going to be looking to be about in that same spot of the conference, you would think, because certainly Jefferson Morgan and California seem to be the favorites coming in.
Well, I think they're looking to be, in the mix for a playoff spot. And one of the things that always bothered me was the fact that people would say, "Well, you beat Brownsville. There wasn't very much competition. You can only play who you're scheduled.
Right.
And if you dominate, it doesn't matter who you're playing. If you dominate them, you've played pretty well that night." And I'm sure that the kids are excited. I'm sure that they're looking forward to this game, as is Burgettstown, because it's an opener. So you got two dynamics going to butt heads in about 30 minutes.
Couldn't ask for a better night. We talked about the weather being great for us to not have to be inside the press box. We weren't going to be in the press box anyway. It's just a matter of logistics here at Burgettstown, and we were happy that the folks here at Burgettstown are accommodating, allowing us this much space outside of the press box to get set up. But it is a beautiful night. I heard weather guys saying, could be chilly tonight. I'll take it. In August, if we can get a chilly football game, that's a good thing, because a lot of times in August, we're sweating pretty bad up here.
I agree with that, too, and I had a chilly dog before I came here. I can't ever pass that little lunch stand on the corner there when you go around the corner. And I've got my social director with me tonight, so we had to stop.
Had to stop for a hot dog. I do not blame you there. But it is a beautiful night for football, and we'll get to those nights where it's going to be cold and hard to deal with, but tonight doesn't appear to be one of those nights. This looks like a beautiful night. Again, we've got other action on the WJPA Sports Network tonight. We're on FM 95.3. On the AM side, it is McGuffey hosting Trinity. Bob Gregg and Jack Sacco have that call, AM 1450. Also video live both on the WJPA Sports Network and NFHS Network. And we would also like to give a little shout out to our folks down in Greene County. I'm anxious to see some scores from that one as well. That Waynesburg-Jefferson Morgan game, both teams coming off victories last week, and look to be looks to be a highly competitive game, and greensports.net will have the call on that, of course, also on the NFHS network.
I have not seen Waynesburg play probably in the last 2 years, but obviously they're pretty improved.
And I believe they are on the WJPA schedule coming up when they will be hosting Wash High in a couple of weeks. So I don't think we have that game, but it will be on the WJPA Sports Network. We're awaiting, looks like the teams are getting ready to head out of the locker rooms. We'll take one more timeout. Get you set up here as kickoff is on the way from Burgettstown on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Friday Night Lights brings our communities together, but too many families in Washington County are being torn apart by opioid addiction. I'm County Commissioner Nick Sherman, and I want you to know you're not alone. Help is here. If you or someone you love is struggling, call our confidential hotline today at 724-228-1234. Together, we can fight addiction and build a strong future for Washington County. 724-228-1234.
Burgettstown's favorite holiday is almost here. Homecoming September 20th, the Wizarding World of Burgettstown. Get tickets now for the annual scholarship dinner Friday night. The homecoming parade is 11 a.m. Saturday with Grand Marshals, the 1995 basketball team and coaches, celebrating the 30th anniversary of their state playoff run. Kickoff is 2 o'clock against Chartiers Houston and the homecoming dance at 6. Be part of the Blue Devils tradition. Burgettstown Homecoming 2025. Don't miss it.
Speaking of that Burgettstown homecoming as well, that's a Saturday football game, and we will have that game live on the WJPA Sports Network. Some Saturday football coming up. That'll be on Saturday, September 27th, so you want to keep an eye out for that. We'll be doing double duty that weekend with 2 games on Friday and a game on Saturday as well. I want to thank our crew here today, of course, and a big thank you. Back in the studio, Bill Chapo's running things. We're going to have Mark Edwards a little bit later on. We're hoping things are running smoother than a week ago. We do apologize for the technical difficulties that hampered us a week ago, but we hope to have all those resolved and have a great night of broadcasting here from Burgettstown. But our crew here today, we've got Nathan Bennett and Brett Gambito on cameras. We got Brandon Bennett running the controls, and looking forward to a smooth evening here at Burgettstown.
Well, the people are moving in. The parking lot's getting filled up, and I think we're going to hear every comment that anybody has to say.
We definitely,
even through our earphones.
And just a little word of warning here: we are on the visitors' side. This is the visitors' seating. So when you hear the cheers or the boos or whatever that may be, that's going to be mostly Bentworth folks that you're hearing that from, because we're set up in the visitor side here of the bleachers, and as Bill mentioned, that probably will be something you hear on the broadcast, as we are among the people today, and it's not a bad place to be broadcasting from. It's going to be a great view here tonight for this ball game. And also didn't talk about the field here as well. I was actually setting up earlier today down in Jefferson Morgan. Was a little surprised by how dry that field was. This field, which getting its first game action tonight, looks to be in fantastic shape to start the season.
I've gone by this stadium I don't know how many times this summer, going to Burgettstown to watch baseball with my grandkids. And,
okay. Yep.
Every time I go by, it looks greener and greener all summer, even though we weren't getting a whole lot of rain at times. But they've done a nice job. It's a terrific grass field, and unusual now. It's unusual to have a grass field.
Most of the this is a 1A, so a lot of the 1A schools still have the natural surface. Some, though, have gone to turf as well. Certainly a lot of the bigger schools are turf, and if you have a team or a school that plays multiple sports on the field, then you really see the need for that turf, because the grass just doesn't hold up.
Nope.
Looks like we're getting ready to see the two teams come out here onto the field. We want to again thank the head coaches, Dave Portash and Mark Duga, for their time for our pregame interviews, and both guys looking forward to getting things going here as you see the Bentworth Bearcats taking to their sideline. Still awaiting the arrival of the home-standing Burgettstown Blue Devils. Crowd, as Bill said, filing in nicely here as we get set for action on the WJPA Sports Network. Nice to see you get a chance these non-conference matchups like this one, Bill, but still you can go geographically in the county and play some teams that have a lot of local interest, even if it's not in conference play.
Well, conference change around, and there's still rivalries.
Yeah. Blue Devils coming to the near sideline.
Mark Duga.
Dressed in complete navy blue uniforms, the Blue Devils across the way. Bentworth in an all-white uniform. Going to get to see Ben Hayes here for Bentworth. Ben Hayes, 5 touchdowns in that game against Brownsville. There are both coaches alluded to the returning players from a year ago to try to build on what they had going last year. Of course, Colton County for Burgettstown, a standout senior on this team.
Well, small high schools, you lean on your best athletes, and your best athletes play, at least 2, 3, or 4 years.
Right.
At the small high school. So you got to lean on the one that brung you.
Captains heading out to midfield. Bentworth's captains Preston Jaquay, Ben Hayes, Cameron Creetsy, and Braden Taggart. And for Burgettstown, Colton County, Danny Smith, Jason Murray, and Adam Beloga.
Captains for your Blue Devils, number 1, Colton County. Number 4, Daniel
Bentworth
Smith.
has won the toss. They have deferred to the second half, so the choice will be to Burgettstown. And they will be receiving the ball to our right, heading right to left from our vantage point here in the bleachers. Visiting side bleachers just to the left of the press box is our vantage point for this evening.
Burgettstown will receive the opening kickoff, and Bentworth will be defending the south goal.
As we look at the field, Burgettstown will be moving right to left as we look at it from our vantage point. And as you said, Jace, the Burgettstown Blue Devils, all blue, white numbers, blue helmets. And Bentworth, all white, blue helmets?
Black helmets.
Black helmets.
Black helmets.
Okay. So I'm not colorblind, but it's hard to see.
We'll get a closer view on the monitor of those black helmets here in a little bit.
If I was on the other side of the field, I'd have figured that out.
Caden Hackinson is going to tee it up here for Bentworth. Back deep, Danny Smith and Michael Carrozza.
Hackinson set the kickoff for the
for
Bearcats.
Burgettstown.
Back deep for the Devils, number 3, Michael Carrozza, and number 4, Daniel Smith.
Everybody's ready to go except for the football. There we go.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I said that Hackinson was ready to tee it up. He has his tee ready, but
didn't have the ball yet.
But no ball. Now we're good to go.
Little shadow from the trees coming across the field. May or may not cause some problems in fielding the football, but we're off.
Hackinson's kick goes to the far side, and that's going to be Carrozza on the return. Got a little seam, and now Carrozza up over the 35, brought down around the 38-yard line. Good field position to start here for Burgettstown.
Caught the ball on the right hash mark and just brought it straight up the right side to the right hash mark. We're going to place the ball at about the 39-yard line of Burgettstown, 1st and 10. Right hash mark.
I see our clock is not operating, so that's our only technical problem right now. We'll see if we can sort that out a little bit later, but Burgettstown will come to the line. Colton County in the backfield there, alongside Neal, the quarterback. Blake Neal going to throw here to the near side, into cover, just tipped into the air and knocked away. Caden Ayers defensively for Bentworth, bring up second down.
Tried to get the ball down the field, had 2 receivers to the near side. Somehow they ended up in the same place.
It was a helmet that popped off of the defender Ayers' head, but A big pickup on third down to pick up the first down here for the Blue Devils.
2 receivers to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side. He was single coverage with a pretty big cushion. They just ran a little hooker out past the sticks, and ball a little high, but goes up and catches the football, makes the first down.
15-yard pickup on the play into Bentworth territory come the Blue Devils here at the 43. Sling a pass out into the flat. That's close to being, they got to watch that being a lateral. Was there any signal that it was incomplete?
I didn't hear a whistle, didn't hear whether it was incomplete.
And they're going to say that was backwards, and it is recovered by Levi Urcho on the play. There was no signal from the official. The thing is, I don't know that they're going to rule that backwards, and clearly you see the contact here that Preston Jaquay just didn't realize, or I'm sorry, not Jaquay, that's Bryce Spear, just didn't realize the situation there that was a backwards pass. He treated it as an incomplete pass. Heads up play by Urcho to jump on it, and that is going to be a fumble recovery in midfield.
If you don't hear the whistle, you don't stop going.
So now 1st and 10 for Bentworth. They have the ball here for the first time. Nice cutback move here by Hayes, and Hayes into the open to the sideline and tight roping down the sideline. He is going to score. 50-yard touchdown run on the first play from scrimmage for the Bentworth Bearcats. They go up 6-0.
Ben Hayes takes a little pitch coming to the near side, tries to get up off the right side, sees a little opening on the cutback and just cuts it back to the far sideline, takes it up the field, stops and starts on one defender, beats the tackle, gets in the end zone. Touchdown.
What a change of events there. Burgettstown had driven into Bentworth territory. Just a mental error on that incomplete lateral, and now you have the extra point up and good. And the Bearcats, with 10:21 here to go in the first quarter, lead at 7-0 over Burgettstown. The WJPA Sports Network presented by CNX Foundation.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Hi, this is Mark Baer from Bud Baer Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Listen to this deal. A 2025 Sierra 1500 Elevation for only $399 a month plus tax. And with only $3,150 cash or trade equity.
Stock number 253064, 36-month lease at 10,000 miles per year. Payment includes $3,250 GMC Buick lease loyalty. Must qualify based on Tier 1 credit approval with GMF.
BudBearGM.com.
Bud Bear. On the return here is Bongiorni for Burgettstown. Up over the 25-yard line. Burgettstown will touch the ball here offensively once again. And they'll have the ball at the 29.
There's been a Bongiorni playing at Burgettstown for 30 years. Maybe longer than that.
So after that fumble, Burgettstown back to offense.
I think this is a real important series.
Now coming up under center here is Blake Neal. He ran from shotgun in all the previous plays. Now up under center. Hands it off. It's County. County tries to slip a tackle, but he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Loss on the play.
Good penetration that time.
Lost a yard on the play
from the defensive tackle, number 54. Braden Taggart. Did a nice job knifing in there, kept making a tackle in the backfield.
Second down and 11. High formation for Burgettstown with Brady Reitweiser in the backfield with County, and the front man is Reitweiser. The up man takes the handoff across the 30-yard line. He'll be brought down as he gets close to the 34. Pickup of 6 on the play.
Little run up inside that time. Big gap. big gap inside the guards that time. Tackles were really wide. Handed the ball off to the up back, and he picks up pretty good yardage.
So 3rd down and 5 coming now for the Blue Devils as they trail here 7-0.
Makes them pay by getting in the end zone.
We've seen 2 big touchdown runs, one from each team. Hayes from 50, County from 60, and now County comes in to try to tie the ball game with an extra point attempt. Holder is Bryce Spear. And we get movement and a flag.
I don't know, it's going to determine whether the defense got in the neutral zone first or whether the offensive guard moved.
It's going to go against Burgettstown. So, if it goes against the defense, do you maybe think about changing your strategy and going for 2? Obviously, here you're just going to have a longer extra point.
We don't have a great angle to look at it, but it looked like the defense moved, but they must have been not in the neutral zone, so no harm, no foul.
County now what amounts to a 25-yard extra point. The kick is up, and that kick is good. 8:23 to go here in the opening quarter, and we are tied at 7 from Burgettstown here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
The Mariscotti Insurance Agency and the Mariscotti Funeral Home in California are proud to support students and families throughout the area. The Mariscotti family provides honest service with a commitment to excellence to families and businesses in Washington, Greene, and Fayette counties. For nearly 50 years, the Mariscotti family has served the community, and they look forward to the next 50 years. The Mariscotti Insurance Agency on 3rd Street and the Mariscotti Funeral Home on 4th Street, supporting the Bearcats, Bulldogs, Falcons, and Trojans.
Hi, this is Attorney John Patricic, and I've been your hometown attorney for nearly 30 years. Whether it be family law, the preparation of wills and powers of attorney, or the administration of an estate, I'm ready to assist you. I also represent clients on real estate matters including oil and gas, local government issues, contract disputes, and civil litigation including personal injury. If you're looking for an experienced attorney, I have offices in Bentleyville and Washington. Call 724-239-2330 for a free consultation.
Getting set for kickoff here from Burgettstown. Be the first kickoff to Bentworth here. Bentworth scored after a fumble recovery on a dropped lateral pass, and then had the very next play, a 50-yard touchdown run by Ben Hayes. Burgettstown ties the ball game with a 60-yard run from Colton County, and now they are set to kick it away.
Might not want to kick it deep. You got Hayes back there as a returner.
County handles the kick. Near side, it's fielded there by Hayes. Hayes up over the 20 and is brought down as he crosses the 25. Bentworth will start there on offense.
Good kick, drove Hayes back to the 5-yard line in order to catch the football, and good coverage by Burgettstown. Keeps the ball inside the 30-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Bentworth. Near hash mark, going left to right on the 27-yard line.
At their own 27.
8:16 to play. Apologize, our clock not working on the score bug. If that's our only difficulty tonight, we'll live with it. To the line is Ty Watson, quarterback for Bentworth, and flags fly. We're going to get offside call, which not really sure why they blew it dead on an offside, but it is going to go 5 yards against the defense.
I don't know whether they stopped running or not, but they handed the ball to Hayes going off tackle to the left side, and there was nothing there. He had a big gap to run through, but the whistle blew and stopped him.
So now 1st and 5 from the 31. Receiver to each side here for Watson. Takes the snap, hands it off. It's Hayes again. Hayes runs into traffic, drives forward, maybe a yard on the play, but that's about it. It'll be 2nd down.
Ran the same play that they were going to run on 1st down before the before the penalty and picks up short yardage. Running off the left side.
2nd down and 4.
Burgettstown operating out of an odd front, 5-man front. Sometimes they're in a regular 50 defense. And other times they're in kind of like a bear look where the center and 2 tackles cover the center and 2 guards defensively.
Fake a handoff, and now it's Hayes, and he's got room here on the near side. Bust through, untouched, and he's got one man to beat to the 10-5. Touchdown, Ben Hayes. 62 yards. Or no, 67 yards on that carry, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 67.
Basically just handed the ball off, coming to the near side, off tackle, and the outside edge rusher didn't squeeze it down, and he hit the hole, and he was gone. Linebackers were blocked. Nobody from the secondary able to make the tackle. And Hayes has 100 yards with 7:19 left to go in the first period.
Kick from Hackinson is up, and that kick is good. And with 7:19 to play here in the opening quarter. Offense, a lot more offense this year. Last year's final score was 11-6. It's already 14-7 Bentworth here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
You deserve a bank that lifts up your business, that shares your spirits and your taste for success. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on crafting solutions that are as one-of-a-kind as your business is. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
Whether you're shopping for 1 or 100, make one convenient stop for everything you need at Bentleyville Giant Eagle. Fresh meats and produce, deli, fresh baked goods, dairy products, cold and flu supplies, all the snacks you want and everything else you need. Bentleyville Giant Eagle has beer and wine available Sunday through Thursday 11 to 7, Friday and Saturday 11 to 9. Supporting area high school sports, students, and families. Giant Eagle in Bentleyville, open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.
118 yards on 3 carries for Ben Hayes. And one of those carries was a single yard. So what's that tell you? Hackinson going to kick off again here to Burgettstown. And this is going to be Bongiorni again with the return. Straight up the middle he goes with that across the 30-yard line. He'll be brought down shy of the 35.
Tackled by number 10, Preston Jaquay.
Bongiorni fielded the kickoff and brought it straight up the middle. Actually ran through his blockers. His blockers were not moving forward. They were kind of waiting for the cover team to get to them, and he ran right by him trying to make as much yardage as he could. Got hit pretty hard right there in the middle of the field. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they did give him the 35 for the initial spot here. Blake Neal back in here for Burgettstown with County in the backfield. Neal's going to throw it. Throwing here to the near side and overthrown. Good coverage on the play. Caden Ayers, we've called his name defensively. Pass intended for Danny Smith, but overthrown.
Smith ran a little out and up that time from his inside receiver position, and ball thrown in a good spot. Only he could catch it, but a little bit overthrown and well covered.
Second down and 10. After the incompletion. 2 for 4 so far passing for Neal. Handoff with County coming here, and he's going to be tripped up there by Hayes right at the 40-yard line. He falls forward to the 41. 6-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Inside handoff that time. Managed to break the line of scrimmage, got tackled at the second level by Hayes. They want Hayes to be the primary runner and the outside linebacker.
County a little shaken up, and that's something that Burgettstown does not want to see. He's a little hobbled as he came to the sideline. So the running back is Reitweiser. He has 1 carry so far here tonight. 3rd and 4, and it will be a fake to Reitweiser, and Neal keeps it And he is going to wind up well shy. Needed 4, got about half of that. It'll be 4th down.
Little ride to the outside underneath. They snap the ball to the quarterback and ride the tailback or the setback across the formation. Quarterback rides him, and if we're running true option, basically he's looking to give the ball to the running back or keep it running behind him, and he opted to keep the football.
Well, here you go.
Burgettstown is going for it early.
4th and a long 1, short 2 here, and no sign of the punt team. 2 receivers here to the near side. They give us to Reitweiser, driving. He's right at the line to gain. Is it enough? Waiting for the signal.
Picks up just enough for a Blue Devil first down.
Did you see that signal yet? Yeah, they will move the chains, so it will be just enough. 2-yard gain on the play to the 45-yard line and a Burgettstown first down.
I saw the signal on the far side by the linesman, and but I didn't know whether he was pointing that it was a first down the other way or he was waving the sticks toward the field.
There, those of you watching on WJPA Sports Network and NFHS, our score is now correct. Thank you, Brandon Bennett. This is Neal on the keeper. Picks up about 5 on first down.
5 on the play.
Quarterback keeper that time, little fake to the setback, brings it back to the left side.
Tackled by Taggart.
Pretty good job by the left side of the offensive line that time. Opened up a nice little seam for the quarterback to get to. Gets 5 yards on first down.
Be the second time Burgettstown into Bentworth territory. Their first trip in was thwarted by that fumble. Now a pass and a man, nice, going up and getting it is Preston Jaquay on the catch at the 31, a 19-yard pitch and catch, going up to get it over the defender, Lighty, and a big play.
2 receivers near side, ran the inside receiver on the seam route, hitched the outside receiver to keep the corner out of the coverage, and he goes up and makes a great catch on a little ball that's a little highly thrown, but catchable, and he makes the catch. First down.
Now to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Burgettstown. Motion man was Metallic. And now the give is to Reitweiser. Not much going there. Maybe a couple of yards on first down.
Again, inside handoff, bounce to the outside.
Pickup of 2 on the play.
Picked up 2, ran into a bunch of white jerseys on the right side of the offensive line.
Still no sign of Colton County. I'm looking for him on the sideline, too. He is back out there now, back on the field. Tailback position here in I formation for Burgettstown. 2nd down and 8. Rolling here to the near side. Neal throws on the run. He's got a man complete inside the 20-yard line. That is Jason Murray.
Murray did a nice job running across field. Little bootleg by the quarterback, coming to the near side, going to his left, and receiver just kind of throttled down in an open area of the zone, and he was able to pick him out, get him the football, and pick up the first down.
11 yards on that pickup. Murray.
This is what Burgettstown needs to do. They need to score, but they need to control the clock a little bit too.
Now the 18-yard line, 1st down and 10. Neal throws again. This time it is complete over the middle and into the end zone for the touchdown. Is Bryce Spear. 18-yard touchdown pass from Neal to Spear. And Burgettstown a point away from tying things up.
Ran it against the zone, had 3 receivers to the far side. The inside receiver was basically uncovered. He was able to run right by the inside linebacker, and the quarterback made the right choice, picks up the seam route, throws him the football, and he waltzes into the end zone for the touchdown.
County in to attempt the extra point. Was good on his first attempt. It was 5 yards longer after a penalty. This kick is up, and that kick is good.
And with
2:33 to play here in the first quarter. We are tied at 14 from Burgettstown on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
From the first steps in new love to every scraped knee and healing embrace, the obstacles they will overcome to the victories they will achieve, you have walked this path beside them. These are the moments you live for. By protecting their health with a regular schedule of care, they can fully embrace all of life's little moments. At Cornerstone Care, we create healthier tomorrows today.
To schedule an appointment, visit cornerstonecare.com/locations.
Get your name out there with Bell Print and Stitch in Bentleyville. Whether it's your business, your school, your team, whatever group or organization, Bell Print and Stitch does digital printing, including banners and vehicle graphics. They'll put your logo on anything with embroidery, heat press vinyl, or screen printing, all at competitive prices. Need an online fundraising spirit store? Call 724-207-3408. Bell Print and Stitch on Main Street in Bentleyville. See more on Facebook.
2:33 still to go in the opening quarter. Both teams with a couple of touchdowns. And now County to kick off again here for Burgettstown. Also, just worth noting there offensively for Burgettstown, as County's kick is down the middle, going to be fielded there by Lady. Lady up over the 20, 25, and down around the 30-yard line is where Bentworth will start. Neal has found he's got 5 completions on 7 attempts to 4 different receivers. And it's been spreading the ball around. Smith, Duran, Spear, Murray all getting involved receiving the football. Murray had that 11-yard pickup to set up the 18-yard score for Spear.
One of the things you find out, if you spread the ball around offensively to your receivers tend to work harder to get open because they know there's an opportunity for them to get the football.
First down and 10 here for Bentworth. We have not seen them on the field much. The offense will be out there for 3 plays so far. This will be play number 4, and it's an inside handoff that doesn't go anywhere. The runner, Jaquay.
Just a straight-ahead dive that time, and off the left side, not a whole lot of running room. Picks up about 1.
The previous 3 plays were a 50-yard run by Hayes, a 1-yard run by Hayes, and a 67-yard run by Hayes. It'll be second down and 9 here from the 32. Watson under center, and a give to Hayes. Hayes tries to bounce it outside. Gets to the far sideline, out of bounds with enough for a first down.
Nice job by Hayes that time. Took the ball off the left side. Saw that there wasn't any seam up inside off the tackle where the play was designed. And he's got enough speed to bounce it outside to the far sideline, sees the first down, and gets out of bounds. Oh, I thought he got the first down.
I definitely thought he got the first down. Even on the replay, it certainly looked as if he had gained the lead stick before he went out of bounds. So get another look at this here.
Absolutely.
That looks like a first down to me. I don't know.
Absolutely.
It's going to go as an 8-yard pickup. And are we going to see a timeout taken? It is a timeout.
Bearcats.
And Bentworth calls the timeout with 1:32 to play here in the first quarter. We're tied at 14 on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Hi, I'm Scott Day from the Day Insurance Agency here in Washington. When was the last time you reviewed your homeowner's policy? In recent years, the price of homeowners insurance has gone up dramatically. In fact, some companies have raised their rates by as much as 35% in the last year. If you haven't reviewed your coverage lately, now is the time. You might be surprised at how much you can save. Call us at 724-228-3448. Visit us online at dayinsurance.com or stop by one of our offices in Washington or Hickory.
So after the call on the far sideline, it appeared that Hayes had gained the first down. And I think Bentworth thought they had a first down play coming, 1st and 10, and then they found out, wait a minute, it's 3rd and 1, and wanted to talk things over, called a timeout.
I said, well, I hope they didn't call a timeout to see if the
I don't know how he could have been marked out of bounds at the 40.
I don't think they called the timeout to see if the official would change the call. I haven't seen that happen.
No. Oh,
there we go.
Little jump.
There we go.
That might be poetic justice, actually. It is offside against the defense, so we felt it was already a first down. Now they'll get a first down and a few extra yards to the 45.
So we can say we were right.
That's right. So it'll be first down and 10 now at the Bentworth 45-yard line.
We'll see if if Burgettstown tries to still run that Bear defense where they've really gotten blitzed pretty good on the corner.
Hand off to Hayes. Hayes with running room. Nice spin move there to gain extra yards. The ball comes out, though. Waiting for an official signal. Looks like Bentworth may have jumped on it. See if we can pick it up on the replay. The ball does come out. And who's going to jump on it for the Bearcats? Oh,
it goes out of bounds.
Yeah. Ended up kicking backwards and out of bounds.
It'll be second down and 3.
So a gain of 7 on the play, but that actually, I didn't catch. Did we catch the number on that recovery?
No. I think he recovered the ball out of bounds,
okay,
so it
would
wouldn't
just
be a
go
recovery.
yeah, right. So second down and 3 as a result of the play I formation, and handoff here to Ayers, and Ayers has the first down to the 40-yard line.
Tackle by number 88, Lance
Gain of about 8 on the play to Ayers, his first carry.
Little fake the ball outside and a little underneath handoff to Ayers coming across the formation. And he gets the first down, almost made a big play. Good job blocking by the right side of the Bentworth offensive line.
40-yard line, first and 10. Clock now down to 16 seconds, but they will have to, play clock will expire before the game clock, so they'll have to get one more play off here. And it's a handoff to Hayes. Hayes is hit immediately and still falls forward for a pickup of about 5 yards, and that will be the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, Bentworth 14, Burgettstown 14 here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Alex Paris Contracting has been in business since 1928. They're in the heart of the Marcellus Shale on Route 18 in Atlasburg. Call Alex Paris for any contracting job, sewer, water, civil, or any oil and gas project. With over 600 pieces of heavy equipment, over 400 employees, all support equipment, and separate environmental company, they'll adapt and complete any project. Call Alex Paris Contracting, 724-947-2235. Learn more at alexparis.com.
Our motto at Sunny Days is put our clients and our caregivers first.
For Sunny Days In-Home Care, John Bennett.
We care about people and we want people to have better lives because we're involved with them. We'd love for you to go and check out our website, fill out an application, and we can talk to you more. And we really like to have good people. And the big thing we're looking for is if you're a caring and compassionate person. I mean, that's our top quality.
Sunny Days caregivers make a difference in people's lives. Find out how you can join the team. Log on sunnydaysinhomecare.com.
4-yard gain on the first down play to Hayes.
Second down and 6.
Got a score update for you for our other WJPA game. 28-0 Trinity over McGuffey in the second quarter. So it's all Hillers down there in Claysville. Second down and 6. Mr. Gambita, did you hear that? It's all Hillers down in Claysville. Gambita likes it. Movement prior to the snap. Flag comes in. It's going to go, I think, against Bentworth this time. A false start. That'll make it second down and 9 after the penalty.
It'll be second down and 11.
These are the kind of penalties you usually see in an opener.
Yeah.
And Bentworth had their opener. Although you can lose concentration at any time in a high school football game.
That is for sure. Second down and 11. 3 receivers to the right side here for Watson. Puts his foot in the ground, looked like he was going to throw. Now he throws off balance into coverage, and it's going to be intercepted. Lance Duran picks it off.
Kavanaugh's pass.
Ball underthrown on a little fade route down the far side.
By number 88, Lance Duran.
Duran went up, got the football, high pointed it, and Burgettstown's got a chance to take the ball and move the ball down the field and finally get a lead. Instead of playing catch up.
Bentworth 18-yard line. Duran pulls it in.
It'll be Blue Devil football.
And that was the first pass attempted by Watson. He kind of threw. He looked like he was set to pass, didn't let it go the first time, then decided to throw late, kind of off balance and into double coverage. Just not a well executed pass. Two receivers to each side. Now a man in motion. That's Carroza. And stood up, sent backwards. Carroza, who had the ball, lost about a yard.
Tackled by number 76, Quincy Brown.
Oh, now we get a flag. Extracurriculars after the fact. Is this going to be an unsportsmanlike?
Not exactly sure what happened.
It is an unsportsmanlike call against Burgettstown. I've got Burgettstown now for 30 yards and penalties after we tackle on that 15. I believe it was Carroza.
It was.
I don't know if he got up and – did we have that replay, Brandon, or no? Probably not. Probably not after the play. We probably didn't see what happened there.
It doesn't put his team in very good position. You know, a whole lot of 2nd and 22s.
Yeah.
That you're real successful at, but you got 2 downs to do it.
Ball's back at the 6-yard line after the penalty. And a give here to County, but not much there. Maybe
Coaching
3
staff,
on the play.
Coaching staff at Burgettstown just kind of taking it easy here, not trying to make something happen deep down the field and make a mistake, just going to hand the ball off up inside, trying to pop something. I wouldn't be surprised if you get something, you know, maybe mid-range if they're going to throw the ball or run it and punt it. But I don't think they're real confident in playing defense either.
It's at the 9-yard line, 3rd down and 19. Neal takes the snap. He'll just hand it off to County. County is tackled after a short gain out to about the 14-yard line. Bring up a punting situation here for Burgettstown. 5-yard pickup on the play for County.
That was a smart play. Not the most popular play, but it was a smart play. Burgettstown lines up, going to line up to punt the football, and Bentworth's going to get pretty good field position.
And Hayes is barely beyond his 40-yard line. Set up to return the punt from County, but it'll hit at around the 46-yard line and take a Bentworth bounce. Down by Bongiorni inside the Bentworth 45.
Ball high kick. Hayes didn't feel that he could field it. A little bit different letting the ball bounce on grass than it is on turf. But ball bounces backwards a little bit, and Bentworth's going to get the football near hash mark, 43-yard line.
1st down 10 for the Bearcats. 14-all here in the 2nd quarter. Watson, his first pass attempted was intercepted on the last possession. Now he has a designed run for the quarterback, Watson. Inside the 40-yard line to the 39, maybe the 38. They're getting him the 38-yard line, a pickup of 5.
Watson gets the snap, lets Hayes go in front of him on a little fake, and he follows Hayes into the line of scrimmage. Uses him as a blocker, but he vacated that area. He didn't stay. Hayes stayed left. He went right.
2nd down and 5. I formation, and Hayes, second man through, gets the handoff. Not much there. Pickup of 2 on the play.
Met immediately by number 50, Mason Tishner.
Gonna bring up a 3rd down play for the Bearcats.
Tishner made a nice tackle on Hayes coming through the line of scrimmage.
Pick up of 1 on the play. Be 3rd down and 4.
Hayes, 139 yards on 7 carries so far, unofficially, of course, but already 2 touchdown runs to tackle on from his 5 last week. High formation again here for the Bearcats. It's a pitch to Hayes. Tries the right side, but he is dropped in the backfield. The ball comes out again, and it's recovered by Bentworth.
The ball by number 10, Bryce.
Cameron Jackson on the recovery.
Burgettstown recovers the fumble. Ran Hayes outside that time, and he got met by about 2 blue jerseys and coughs the ball up. That's a second fumble.
Blue Devils take over 1st and 10 at their own 45.
And Burgettstown's defense gets the momentum on their side. They switched the field position from when they had the ball at the 9-yard line in the previous series.
Well, Bentworth has turned it over the last 2 possessions, the interception and now the fumble by Hayes. You said the second fumble by Hayes. First one wasn't a turnover.
Right.
Fake to County, and now it's Neal who goes straight ahead with the football. And he may have lost the ball.
Fumbles.
Waiting for the signal. It's just going to be 2nd down. So recovered by Burgettstown.
Blue Devils recover.
I think Neal got his own recovery, by the way.
5, Blake Neal.
Yeah, so Neal gets credit for the gain. He fumbled, but he also recovered it.
Picks up 3 on the play.
3-yard pickup for Neal.
2nd down and 7.
Clock winds toward 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Try to get our clock fixed for you during halftime. I'm trying some new technology. We'll work with it during the halftime break. Hand off to County. County busting through a couple of tackles. Now is brought down from behind by Jaquay. And now another standoff after the whistle. This is not necessary. Which way is this going to go? This goes against Jaquay.
Jaquay was twisting his leg when he went after he was down.
Okay. So it was a 6-yard gain, and then they're going to tackle on 15 yards.
Ball, 1st and 10 at the Bearcat. 31 and a half.
Not a smart team, not a smart play for your team.
No, both teams have done one of those now. The unsportsmanlike after the play. And ball now at the 31-yard line for Burgettstown. Looking to take the first lead for the Blue Devils in the ball game. Neal hands it off to County. He's met in the backfield, and here comes some extra help. Now a pitch to Neal as County kept the ball alive. Didn't go down. Pitch to Neal. And Neal still loses yardage, but not quite as bad as it would have been.
Nope, that was a dangerous pitch.
Yes, it was.
In the grass, throwing the ball back.
Still losing yardage.
He was open.
He was open. Lost about 2 on the play, maybe 3. We'll call it 2.
Got 2nd down and about 12.
Yep. 34-yard line. 2nd down after the play. 2 receivers to the left of Neal, 1 here to the near side. And Neal looking to throw it and just tries to dump it off in the middle there to County, but that was not set up. And that's incomplete.
They tried to run a little middle screen that time, and
3rd down and 13 from the Bearcat 34.
You got to get your defensive line to rush up the field in order for that to happen, and a lot of white jerseys standing at the line of scrimmage. He had single coverage on them. Whenever they go 3 receivers to one side and split the other receiver back the other way, they have single coverage to that one receiver every time they've done that. And they come out in the same formation again. You have single coverage here in the near side.
It's third down.
Nobody in the middle of the field.
3rd down and 12, and a flag comes in before the snap. We're going to call a
flag on the play.
I don't see anybody move, but they're going to call this a false start, I believe. It is a false start against Burgettstown. Back to the 39 it goes here on third down.
Third and long. Still nobody in the middle of the field. You got a lot of room. You got 2/3 of the field to work with this single receiver near side.
Neal looking to throw with an empty set, throws down the near sideline and well over intended receiver Duran.
Neal's pass intended for Duran falls incomplete.
And that'll bring up fourth down here for Burgettstown. You're kind of in no man's land here. Still can try to punt Bentworth deep. I think that's what they'll attempt to do here.
The last play ran a little fade route. Probably had an opportunity to run a post and have him run under the football a little bit better without having to worry about the sideline. But
Benjamin Hayes for the Bearcats.
And County is going to punt it away, looking for that corner. Kicks toward the near side corner. Nice punt here if it can be down, but into the end zone it goes. It's going to be a touchback. Oh, that ball was there for the taking. But getting to it a little bit late was Bongiorni, and he rolled into the end zone. So it'll be a touchback.
Well, Hayes was back deep, and he was inside the 10-yard line, and the ball hit inside the 10. And the old school philosophy is you don't field the ball inside the 10-yard line. You just let it go. And that's exactly what he did, and the ball rolled into the end zone, and they're going to get the ball out in the 20.
Still gained some field position there that way for Burgettstown, but not as good as it could have been. They nearly downed that thing around the 1-yard line. So it's the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for Bentworth, 6:36 to play in this first half. And it's going to be a pitch, and that is Hayes on the carry, trying to bounce it to the far side. Finding the running room a little tough to come by there as Hayes. He's forced to the boundary after a gain of about 3.
Well, one of the things they did that time is they took away all those cutback lanes. He wasn't able to cut it back across the grain, which is what he's trying to do. And if you can get a big back, and I would consider Hayes a big back right now. If you get him going side to side, east-west, he's not as nearly as effective as if he's going at least 45 degrees up the field.
2nd down and 6 after the pickup of 4 on 1st down. And it's a fake handoff now. Just confusion. Hayes had the ball but fumbled it again. And Burgettstown, I believe, has come up with it.
When he came through the line of scrimmage, they went after the football, grabbed it, and they were able to knock it out of his hands. Trying to get off the left side, just handled the ball a little loosely and puts the ball on the ground, and Burgettstown comes up with the football.
Another fumble by Hayes. That's the 3rd time he's put it on the ground. 2nd turnover, and Burgettstown has the ball again. Ready to go here at the Bentworth 26. 3 Bentworth turnovers this quarter. We're still tied at 14. There's been no points scored in this second quarter. Neal going to throw on 1st down. He's got a man complete. That's Danny Smith. Smith makes one man miss, then a stiff arm near the 20. He's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 5.
Little throw to the flat that time. Throw it to the 3 receiver side. Ran Smith on a little flat route, got him the football, and he was able to make the first man miss and pick up a couple yards.
It'll be a 4-yard gain for Smith, his 2nd catch of the day. 2nd down and 6 from the 22. Blake Neal barks out the signals, takes the snap, hands it off to County. County bounces out, now cuts back in, and County will have the 1st down inside the 15-yard line, move the chains.
Nice job by the left side of the offensive line from Burgettstown. Okay, Riley Dons, number 78, is the left tackle. Dakota Orgavon, number 70, is the guard. And we'll throw Bologna in there as 72 as a center. Doing a nice job on the front side.
11-yard pickup for County to the Bentworth 11. 1st and 10, they can still get a 1st down at the 1. Hand off to County. County up the middle now. Runs into resistance around the 5-yard line, maybe the 6.
Hit and tackle by number 50, Urcho.
Gain of 5 on the play. Second down coming for the Blue Devils.
County didn't have a whole lot of running room off the left side, kind of stopped moving, tried to pick and choose where he was going to go, and didn't have many options.
Second down and 5 from the 6-yard line. Burgettstown comes to the line, 4 minutes to play in this first half. Handoff inside, that's Reitweiser, and he is met immediately. He'll fall forward for maybe a couple, but it will be third down coming up.
Gavin Haynes.
They're going to mark the ball at about, it looks to me like about the 4.5-yard line.
Yeah, give him a yard.
And they can get a first down. It looks like the stick is at the 1.
Yep. It'll be third down here from just inside the 5. Neal brings his troops to the line. Under center is Blake Neal. Going to throw here on third down for the end zone, and into and out of the hands of Dominic Stevenson, the intended receiver here in the end zone. And that's going to bring up a fourth down play.
Ran a fade route to the near sideline, well defended. I can't get the number,
That was Bahana, Matthew Bahana defending.
Did a nice job defending the pass. Went right up with the receiver and knocked the ball away. And you're talking fourth down. And they're going to go for it.
Fourth down just inside the 5. It's a direct snap to County. Tries to get, now we get a flag down that's going to blow the play dead. They're going to call it a false start against Burgettstown.
False start against the Blue Devils.
So that's going to make things a little more difficult. Do you think about maybe a field goal here?
Well, you're 5 yards back than you were when you went for it, so
I think they are going to attempt. Yeah, County, and we saw County kick a 25-yard extra point, and this is the 26-yard field goal attempt, so they will go for the field goal here.
He was pressured on that extra point that was long.
This kick is up. There are flags all over the place. For the moment, the kick is good, but hold on a second. There were flags everywhere after that snap. And now we have an injured Blue Devil on the field as well. So lots of things to sort out here.
I still haven't seen a signal for the flag.
Yeah, a couple things going on. There's a couple of flags. We got to sort out the penalty situation, and then there's also an injured Burgettstown player on the field. And he's down. We're not sure who this is. We'll try to get, and it looks like they're maybe going to sit him up. It is Stevenson, Dominic Stevenson. Assuming this is against Burgettstown because the official's over talking to Bentworth.
He came over and talked to Burgettstown first.
Oh, did he? Okay.
How about a big hand for number 2, Dominic Stevenson?
How about an announcement on the penalty? Here we go. Personal foul.
Personal foul against the Bearcats. It's an automatic Blue Devil first down.
Okay, so take the field goal off the board. And the penalty would be half the distance of the goal.
From the line of scrimmage. So they're going to put it on about the 4.
It's about right where it was.
Yep.
Back before that initial false start. Inside the 5-yard line. But it is a first down now for Burgettstown, so 4 cracks at it from just inside 5 yards. First and goal. High formation. Neal takes the snap. Gives to County. County trying to weave his way to the goal line, and he will not get there. Short gain on the play.
Little isolation play off the right side that time. He cut it back, tried to roll it back to the left side, and pretty good tackle. Gives him about a gain of about a yard, maybe.
I think it was I guess a yard. I have him unofficially at 99, so he's knocking on the door of 100 here in the first half. The clock has stopped. I'm not really sure why.
The clock's running.
It had stopped, though.
Oh.
They just now wound it. And now we're going to see a timeout taken, I believe.
Timeout, Blue Devils.
So Burgettstown takes their first timeout with 2:22 to play here in the half. Still tied at 14, but Burgettstown knocking on the door for their first lead of the ball game when we return here on the WJPA Sports Network presented by CNX Foundation.
My Dream Field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My Dream Field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My Dream Field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Well, it's mercy rule in Claysville tonight. 35-0 at half. Trinity leads the Highlanders. Mercy, mercy, mercy.
And we're back.
The second down and goal. Direct snap to County. County stumbled a little bit out of the blocks, and he's going to be brought down shy of the goal line, it appears. It is going to be marked shy.
Looks like he's down inside the 1.
3-yard gain for County as they're going to spot him inside the 1.
County took the direct snap that time.
Tackled by Hayes.
Made it look like he was going to run off tackle and just slammed it up inside. That ball is not very far from the goal line. One of the things that this is doing is not only putting them in a position to score, it's taking time off the clock.
Sure is. Third down and goal. County kind of deep in the backfield here for that snap. He's going to hand it off to Rightweiser, and he's going to bust his way into the end zone. Looked like it had a chance to be stopped in the backfield, but Rightweiser breaks a tackle and drives in across the goal line for the Burgettstown touchdown. 1-yard touchdown run for number 21, Brady Rightweiser.
Nice job that time by the ball carrier. He was his own blocker.
Yeah,
had to make his way through the defense by blocking one of his own one of the defenders into the end zone, and good tough running.
Setting up for the extra point.
And Burgettstown comes all the way back from being behind in the beginning of the first quarter. They come back to lead 20-14.
First lead of the ball game here for Burgettstown, and County will look to tackle on the extra point. And we get yet another flag down as that kick, well, it's not going to count anyway. They didn't even signal whether it was good or not. It's going to be offside.
Bearcats.
Does this mean they'll go for 2? That's the question.
Now the balls will be at the 1.5.
It'll be half the distance to the goal.
We'll see what they come up with here.
Line up for 2.
They will go for 2 here. Neal back in the game under center. And Neal going to roll here to throw, and that's incomplete.
Neal's pass.
That didn't look like the greatest design when you've got County in the backfield there, but was looking for Rightweiser out in the flat, and it's incomplete. So the pass fails, and Burgettstown settles for 6 points. They lead at 20-14 with 1:32 to go in the half here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Find your place in the sun this summer with First Federal of Greene County. Leverage your existing home equity or ask about a home improvement or home construction loan. First Federal of Greene County will help you dive into any new project, a swimming pool, a patio, an outdoor kitchen, even a new driveway or garage. Visit with a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS 458729.
This is Coach Guy Montecalvo for the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, here to invite you to become a member of our chapter and help celebrate the stories of these outstanding athletes, coaches, and teams. For just $10, you'll have the opportunity to vote for respected athletes, coaches, and teams of yesteryear as we recognize these sports figures for their contributions to our rich athletic tradition. We're the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. Find us online or hit us up on Facebook and be a part of something exceptional.
20-14, Burgettstown has the lead. Just a minute 32 to go before half. We will be bringing you a newscast back at WJPA Studios during our halftime show. Stay tuned for that. County going to kick it off here for the Blue Devils. And off the foot of Ayers as he'll field it around the 25-yard line. Oh, he is met at the 35. And Bentworth will have the ball at their own 35-yard line, down 6.
Tackled by number 12, Tony Bongiorni.
Bongiorni met him.
Yes, he did.
Nose to nose.
First and 10 at their own 35.
He was caught with the football in open space, and Bongiorni was there with him immediately.
So 35-yard line, minute 27 to go. I believe 2 timeouts for Bentworth, maybe just 1. They only have 1? That might be right.
Yes.
I think they have 2 left, aside from our score bug. But Hayes going to pick up first down yardage, maybe just shy of the first down on that carry. 9-yard pickup on first down to bring up 2nd and 1.
Up 9, it'll be 2nd down and 1.
I have Hayes for 147 yards on 10 carries.
They have not tried to throw him the football. They've only thrown the ball 1 time.
Yeah.
But,
Watson under center. Going to keep it now. Look to throw here as Watson dumps it off out of bounds, incomplete. Just the second pass attempt for Ty Watson. The first one was intercepted.
Watson's pass falls incomplete.
that was a little play action, and it looked like there was only 1 receiver out, and there was a receiver that went short. So they really didn't
It'll be 3rd down.
give the quarterback many options to throw the football. They basically said, fake it, get to the corner, look for that guy, and if you can't do anything with it, throw it out of bounds.
3rd down and 1. Clock is stopped at 50 seconds. And a pitch. And this is Hayes, steps out of a tackle in the backfield. Good thing, or even. And now here comes flags flying.
Hayes, the ball carrier.
So likely a hold here. It would have been a first down for Hayes, but don't think that's going to stand. I didn't really.
I was looking at the replay, and
I didn't see the hold.
Holding against the Bearcats.
But it is the call. They might have got, I think it was Bahana who was here, but I don't. The defender kind of turned around, but I didn't really see the hold there.
Yep. You know, when they started being able to put their hands out in front of them, you saw a lot of holding calls. You know, just it's a matter of progression.
Yeah. So it's 3rd down and 5 after the penalty. Watson, handoff to Ayers, sweeping toward the far side, but he is only going to gain about a yard on the play.
Tackled by County.
He didn't run his down and distance that time. He could have cut up and got the first down, but just kept running to the sideline trying to make a big play and got caught. Did not make the first down, and it's about 4th and 4 or 5.
Yeah, about a yard gain. Now we have another Blue Devil injured on the play. That's going to stop the clock at 37 seconds. But Bentworth is going to be faced with a 4th down play here. Certainly would be looking to punt it away and hope that the defense can hold the score at what it is before they head to the locker room. Looks like this time we got a cramping situation, which we saw our fair share of a week ago.
Yeah. Sure did.
Mostly on the Canamac side of things. It was cramp after cramp after cramp. Another score here. This was an end of first quarter score. Fraser leading Mapletown 7-0. We'll try to get as many scores to you at the half as we can find. We do know, like I said, Trinity leading big on McGuffey. That was a 35-0 score at the half. 4th down and 4 as we get ready to resume play here. And they put 5 more seconds on the clock. It had been at 37. They put 5 seconds on, 42 seconds on the clock.
That was a good timeout by Burgettstown. Immediately after they stopped them on the 3rd down call. And it's going to give them some time to work, I think.
Bentworth doesn't appear to be punting here. 3 receivers to the near side for Watson. Maybe just trying to draw him offside. It's not going to work. So now they'll call a timeout, and I would assume bring on the punt team. Timeout with 42 seconds remaining here in the half. Burgettstown 20, Bentworth 14 on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Friday night lights bring our community together, but too many families in Washington County are being torn apart by opiate addiction. I'm Commissioner Larry Maggi, and I want you to know you're not alone. Help is here. If you or someone you love is struggling, call our confidential helpline today at 724-228-1234. That's 724-228-1234. Together we can fight addiction and build a stronger future for Washington County.
So Bentworth tried to draw Burgettstown offside to try to get a cheap 1st down, but Burgettstown didn't jump, and now Bentworth will look to punt it away. And with that, kick is back way, and now look out, a muffed catch over here for Burgettstown, and falling on the football was Danny Smith, so there'll be no return. Burgettstown will start at around their own 27-yard line, maybe the 28.
End over end kick that time would have been a great catch if the returner would have caught the football a little bit short, tried to run up on it and catch it and get some yardage, but did not get there in time.
So the 28-yard line is the line of scrimmage for Burgettstown. Keep in mind, Colt County has a 60-yard touchdown run. That was their first score, so certainly capable of busting a big one here, but just 34 seconds remaining. Neal takes the snap. He's going to look to throw it. Throws here to this side, and best chance at it was the defender. And I think that was, indeed was number 6, Bahana, who had a shot at interception there, diving here the near side, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty well thrown ball, but a little bit overthrown. I think he had the man on the inside open.
Yeah.
Just bypassed that little route down the seam and tried to get it to the outside receiver.
I have Neal 6 for 12 for 52 yards through the air unofficially. So 2nd down and 10. Clock is at 29 seconds. Stopped after the incomplete pass. Motion man there is Spear. And a handoff. It's going to be Reitweiser. Flag down as Reitweiser busts through for 1st down yardage. If it stands, it likely will not.
Another illegal procedure call.
Burgettstown has racked up the penalties.
Illegal formation against Burgettstown.
That's 40 yards in penalties.
Well, those illegal procedure calls, they got a little movement before the snap, maybe an illegal shift. I attribute that to not playing a game last week.
Right.
And get a chance to work that stuff out. They would have had these penalties called. They would have been able to work them out at practice.
Bentworth has a player down. Clock is stopped at 22 seconds. The other broadcast on the WJPA Sports Network is going to have a mercy clock in the whole second half. Heck, they might be done before we start our second half.
That's good for them and not so good for McGuffey.
No, definitely not good for McGuffey. Injury taking some time here for Bentworth. Not sure who the injured player is. Didn't get a look at the number.
This is the longest 42 seconds that.
Yeah, this is taking a while to finish out this clock for sure. Looking at the right leg of the injured player, appearing to be looking at the knee. But like I said, don't have an identification just yet. We may get one here. It is number 54, Braden Taggart.
How about a big hand for number 54, Braden Taggart?
And he's going to jog off under his own power, so looks to be okay. After the penalty, it'll be second down and 15. 22 seconds on the clock. Two receivers to each side for Blake Neal from the shotgun with Reitweiser at his side. Takes the snap, gives to Reitweiser. Reitweiser trying to bust through the line, gains a couple on the play. That might be our last play of the half. Burgettstown does not look to be in any hurry to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that is going to do it. Only one touchdown scored in the second quarter, and that was Burgettstown gaining the lead for the first time tonight. Halftime score, Burgettstown 20, Bentworth 14. Stay tuned. We'll have a news update from the WJPA studios. We'll do that after this break here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Burgettstown's favorite holiday is almost here. Homecoming, September 20th, the Wizarding World of Burgettstown. Get tickets now for the annual scholarship dinner Friday night. The homecoming parade is 11 a.m. Saturday with Grand Marshals, the 1995 basketball team and coaches, celebrating the 30th anniversary of their state playoff run. Kickoff is 2 o'clock against Chartiers Houston, and the homecoming dance at 6. Be part of the Blue Devils tradition. Burgettstown Homecoming 2025. Don't miss it.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Hi, this is Mark Baer from Bud Baer Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Listen to this deal. A 2025 Sierra 1500 Elevation for only $399 a month plus tax. And with only $3,150 cash or trade equity.
Stock number 253064, 36-month lease at 10,000 miles per year. Payment includes $3,250 GMC Buick lease loyalty. Must qualify based on Tier 1 credit approval with GMF.
BudBearGM.com.
Bud Bear. Good evening. I'm Lynn Manning with your WJPA halftime report. 70 degrees here in Washington. Temperatures dropping off into the mid-40s by late tonight. It's going to be a chilly one, but after a little dense fog tomorrow morning, we will see sunshine right through the Labor Day holiday weekend. We'll take a complete look at that forecast coming up. California Area High School was the target of a shooting hoax today that school district officials say was not credible. Police swarmed the campus of the high school after district officials got a call there around 11:30. A young woman's voice said they needed $2,000 in a red container or they would be, quote, shooting the school up and killing themselves, unquote. Now, both school buildings were secured. California police say the threat was not credible, but they did decide, out of an abundance of caution, to provide additional presence at the schools until the students were dismissed. Now, after-school clubs and Beyond the Bell were also canceled for today. The teenager wanted in connection with a shooting in the city of Washington has been arrested. Police say the underage suspect was taken into custody overnight in Pittsburgh and then transferred to a juvenile detention facility in Steubenville, Ohio. His name is not being released. He's currently being charged as a juvenile. Now, authorities say he had a gun on him when he was caught as well. They say they believe that he was part of a shooting along with 16-year-old Tristan Lasik in July. Police say Lasik shot Richard Carter multiple times in the back here in the city. Now, Tristan Lasik is being tried as an adult. Authorities say they also believe the recently arrested teen was the one who made threats against Washington high school football players, prompting the team to practice temporarily at an undisclosed location. Well, crews rescued a man from a collapsed trench in Washington County last night, and Fire Chief Robert Whiten in Charleroi says they are investigating.
Right now, OSHA is investigating the whole situation. PennDOT has closed McCain Avenue between 8th and 9th Street. They don't want any vehicle or traffic over there because it's all sort of hollowed out, not because of that hole, but just over years, I guess, and then the hole being put in didn't help matters. So they don't want any kind of heavy traffic going through there.
This all transpired around 8:30 last night in the 800 block of McKean Avenue. Now, investigators say the man was working in a ditch there, but it collapsed and the dirt trapped him from the chest down. Now, Whiten tells us that it was a third-party contractor who was doing work in that area. It took 5 hours to get the man out. He was taken to Allegheny General Hospital for observation, but Whiten says he did not appear to suffer any major injuries. Well, Chicago could be next on President Trump's enforcement list. ABC's Sherry Preston explains.
Multiple law enforcement sources tell ABC News that expanded operations, much like the ones recently carried out in Los Angeles, could be repeated in Chicago, possibly as soon as next week. The administration is said to be preparing to increase the footprint of law enforcement in the city, with senior DHS officials reaching out to Naval Station Great Lakes, asking for use of its facilities and logistical needs. Illinois Governor J.D. Pritzker and Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson have both said the stepped-up enforcement is not welcome in the city. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
2 people were traveling on a plane, United Express flight from Aspen, Colorado to Houston, and they were hurt after severe turbulence hit. ABC's Alex Stone reports.
There were only 39 passengers on the United flight that was being operated by SkyWest as it flew from Aspen to Houston. Gretchen Gilliam was on board and says the flight was uneventful until they hit what may have been what's called clear air turbulence. Without warning, she says the plane dropped and those not seat belted in hit the ceiling.
We dropped several thousand feet and someone in front of me hit the ceiling several times.
She says people were praying out loud. The plane diverted to Austin to get the injured medical attention. The injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. Alex Stone, ABC News.
Well, there is something in the water at Loch Ness in Scotland, but it's not Nessie, the famed monster. According to reports, it's Domino's Pizza. They have launched a delivery submarine that can reach speeds of 45 miles an hour and leap 5 meters out of the water. Pizza delivery innovation spokesperson Isney Gardner said the company is always looking for new and unexpected ways to deliver our customers. and Loch Ness and Nessie seemed like a perfect place to test it out. On Wall Street tonight, the Dow closed down 92 points to 45,544. The S&P was off 41 to 6460, and the Nasdaq dropped 249 to 21,455. In sports, college football tomorrow opens up. Pitt will host Duquesne. Nevada plays Penn State at home, and at Penn State, and WVU will host Robert Morris. Pirates are playing tonight. They're out in Boston. Your forecast for the rest of this evening and overnight: clear skies, chilly, a low of 45. Then dense fog gives way to sunny skies tomorrow and a high of 73. Right now, it's 68 at WJPA.
The Mariscotti Insurance Agency and the Mariscotti Funeral Home in California are proud to support students and families throughout the area. The Mariscotti family provides honest service with a commitment to excellence to families and businesses in Washington, Greene, and Fayette counties. For nearly 50 years, the Mariscotti family has served the community, and they look forward to the next 50 years. The Mariscotti Insurance Agency on 3rd Street and the Mariscotti Funeral Home on 4th Street, supporting the Bearcats, Bulldogs, Falcons, and Trojans.
Hi, this is Attorney John Patricic, and I've been your hometown attorney for nearly 30 years. Whether it be family law, the preparation of wills and powers of attorney, or the administration of an estate, I'm ready to assist you. I also represent clients on real estate matters including oil and gas, local government issues, contract disputes, and civil litigation, including personal injury. If you're looking for an experienced attorney, I have offices in Bentonville and Washington. Call 724-239-2330 for a free consultation.
You deserve a bank that drives your business. One that's with you for the long haul and knows how to keep your business rolling. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on delivering customized solutions, ones that are built for the unique journey your business is on. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
Halftime score 20-14 in favor of Burgettstown. The Bentworth Bearcats marching band has already performed, and now Burgettstown will be out here for their halftime show. Just a quick scoring recap of what took place in the first half here from Burgettstown. Scoring started with a Ben Hayes 50-yard touchdown run. That was a one-play drive for 50 yards after a Bentworth turnover. And with 10:17 to go in the first quarter, Bentworth led by a score of 7-0 after a Hackinson extra point. Burgettstown would answer that score with a long touchdown run of their own. Colton County from 60 yards out. With 8:23 to go in the first quarter, we were tied at 7. Colton County also added the extra point. Bentworth took the lead again on another Hayes touchdown run, this time from 64 yards out. Hackinson added the kick. 14-7 Bentworth with 7:19 to play, still in the first quarter. And we weren't done scoring in the first quarter either. That was when Burgettstown would tie the ball game back up. Bryce Spear scores on a touchdown pass from Blake Neal. 18-yard touchdown pass. Colt County added the extra point. With 2:33 to play, we were tied at 14. Only one touchdown in the game in the second quarter, and that was for Burgettstown. That was Brady Reitweiser on a 1-yard touchdown run. That touchdown came after Burgettstown had attempted a field goal and would have been good. They would have taken a 17-14 lead, but there was a penalty on the play. Take the 3 points off, and it set up a 1st and goal for Burgettstown. They would eventually score on that Reitweiser 1-yard touchdown run. The extra point turned into a 2-point conversion try after a penalty, and that pass failed. So with 1:32 to go in the half, Burgettstown took their first and so far only lead of the ball game, and they lead it now 20-14 here at the half. We'll compile some statistics and maybe catch up on some halftime scores for you when we return here to Burgettstown on the WJPA Sports Network.
Whether you're shopping for 1 or 100, make one convenient stop for everything you need at Bentleyville Giant Eagle. Fresh meats and produce, deli, fresh baked goods, dairy products, cold and flu supplies, all the snacks you want and everything else you need. Bentleyville Giant Eagle has beer and wine available Sunday through Thursday 11 to 7, Friday and Saturday 11 to 9. Supporting area high school sports, students, and families. Giant Eagle in Bentleyville, open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.
From the first steps in new love to every scraped knee and healing embrace, the obstacles they will overcome to the victories they will achieve. You have walked this path beside them. These are the moments you live for. By protecting their health with a regular schedule of care, they can fully embrace all of life's little moments. At Cornerstone Care, we create healthier tomorrows today.
To schedule an appointment, visit cornerstonecare.com/locations.
Get your name out there with Bell Print and Stitch in Bentleyville. Whether it's your business, your school, your team, whatever group or organization, Bell Print and Stitch does digital printing, including banners and vehicle graphics. They'll put your logo on anything with embroidery, heat press vinyl, or screen printing, all at competitive prices. Need an online fundraising spirit store? Call 724-207-3408. Bell Print and Stitch on Main Street in Bentleyville. See more on Facebook.
Welcome back here to Burgettstown. Just a few scores so far. I'll do a little deeper digging here before we resume play in the second half. But Fraser leading Mapletown 14-7 at the half. Peters Township leads McKeesport 21-0. We talked about Trinity leading McGuffey 35-0 at the half. And Carmichael's has a 30-6 lead at the half over Stowe Rocks. You finding any scores there, Bill?
No.
We'll dive in a little deeper here.
But I got a new iPhone, so
so you're still working through.
I'm still working through how to get on the internet.
Take a look at a little bit of halftime stats for you. Really, the Bentworth offense has been Ben Hayes. 147 yards on the ground, 10 carries. That's unofficial, of course. Aside from that, there's only 14 other yards to account for Bentworth. 147, so 161 yards of offense for Bentworth, and it's been on all running plays. It has been 13 running plays for 161 yards. No yards through the air, as Watson is 0 for 2 for no yards plus an interception.
One of the things that I wrote down at the end of the half to kind of mention is the fact that they've done pretty well when Hayes has a football, but over the last quarter they've managed to bottle him up.
Yes.
And they've got to do something to loosen the defense up. They don't have to throw the ball down the field. All they got to do is complete a pass or two just to get them to think twice and be able to do that.
For Burgettstown, certainly the bulk of it has been Colton County, 102 yards on 11 carries unofficially. They have an additional 16 yards of rushing there from a combination of Reitweiser, Neal, and Carosa for a total of 118 yards on, I guess that would be, let me count it up here real fast. That's going to be 24 carries for Burgettstown. But clearly Colton County with his 102 yards on 11 carries, the factor there. Do have some passing yards, though, from Blake Neal as well. He's found 4 different receivers for 52 yards. He's 6 of 12 for 52 yards. Probably the biggest pass being that 18-yard touchdown pass to Spear in the first quarter.
And one of the things that, basically two things, offensively they're doing fine. They're moving the football now. And so that although it's always a problem, it's not a problem right now.
Right.
What they need to be able to do is they've got to be a little bit more disciplined in the second half, with the illegal procedure calls, things like that. But they also have to tighten up defensively. Even though Bentworth is one-dimensional, they've still been able to move the football at times, but they've given up the big play, and that's something that they can't afford to do in the second half.
Don't forget, a little bit later on after the game, we'll recognize our player of the game. That's brought to you by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. We're going to step aside, and like I said, I'll dive a little deeper, see if we can find a few more scores for you before we head into the second half of action here at Burgettstown. This score in front of us, Burgettstown leading Bentworth 20-14 at the half. We're back with more here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Radio and TV today are cluttered with ads for car insurance. You might find these ads clever, funny, or even annoying. Hi, I'm Scott Day from the Day Insurance Agency. We like to keep things simple. We will give you the best possible coverage at the best possible price with great hometown service without all those gimmicks. Call us to get a free no-obligation quote with Erie Insurance. You might be surprised how much you can save. That's the Day Insurance Agency, 724-228-3448, or online at dayinsurance.com.
Alex Paris Contracting has been in business since 1928. They're in the heart of the Marcellus Shale on Route 18 in Atlasburg. Call Alex Paris for any contracting job, sewer, water, civil, or any oil and gas project. With over 600 pieces of heavy equipment, over 400 employees, all support equipment, and separate environmental company, they'll adapt and complete any project. Call Alex Paris Contracting, 724-947-2235. Learn more at alexparis.com.
For Sunny Days In-Home Care, John Bennett.
We go into individuals' homes and provide non-medical care for mainly senior citizens, but also people with disabilities. We do stuff like bathing, grooming, meal preparation, take people to doctor's appointments. Someone needs a little bit of assistance to help them stay in their home instead of going into a facility, and we like to come in and be the people that do that for them.
Sunny Days In-Home Care, providing compassionate care for your loved one in the comfort of their home. Find out more, sunnydaysinhomecare.com.
Local Washington County score, Canon-Mac trailing Upper St. Clair 27-0. A couple of out-of-town scores, if you will. Moon over Montour, 21-13. That is at the half. An earlier score from Pine Richland and Central Catholic, 14-7 in favor of Pine Richland. Halftime score, North Allegheny leading Gateway by a score of 28-0. Seneca Valley leading in their game 28-3. Seneca Valley trying to see who they're just going through some of these scores here, looking for the opponent here for Seneca Valley. Somebody, let me see here. What about some better Twitter work would be helpful. North Hills is who Seneca Valley is leading in their ball game.
All right, folks, we'll give you a
Bethel Park at the half, leading Mars 7-3. And don't have a lot of the real local scores we'd like to get you up to date on. I will try to check on a couple of others here, but I do know, of course, our score here on the W Trinity game, 35-0 over McGuffey. So
you're winning ticket, a blue ticket.
That game will be in the Mercy Rule once the
4,
second half gets underway.
3,
so that second half won't take
3,
too long
5,
on the other
8. Again, that number
other broadcast on the
143,
WJPA Sports Network.
358.
Try to get you a score here on. Let's see, I'll get you a score on Waynesburg and Jefferson Morgan.
Collect your money. Thank you.
In a moment. Looks like they're at halftime there as well. Get you a halftime score there momentarily.
Starting the second half.
Connellsville trailing 15-14, and Steel Valley leading Wash High 7-0. That is now in the third quarter. So Wash High trailing. Score from Jefferson. Looks like Jefferson Morgan leading Waynesburg 28-17 at the half. They're just getting ready to start third quarter action there as well. 28-17, Jefferson Morgan in front. Bentworth won the opening toss. Central Valley leading TJ 14-13 at the half. Penn Trafford over Mount Lebanon 13-0 at the half. Just a few figures out his new iPhone.
Again, that winning
There
ticket
you
number
go, Bill. See?
143.
It's working just fine.
Yeah, I think I should have bought a lottery ticket.
Okay.
Because I think I just got lucky.
Okay, I got you. So Bentworth won the toss. They deferred, so they will have the ball to start this second half. And Bentworth had the early lead and really controlled. They scored first. Burgettstown answered. Bentworth scored first, or Bentworth scored again. Burgettstown answered again. And then we saw 3 turnovers from Bentworth in that second quarter. 14. We're going to try to get the clock for you as well in this third quarter. The I tell you, I got all these gadgets. I'm trying to try out new things and disappointed with that technology. That didn't work out for us, but we'll be running the clock here manually for you, so we do have that on the scoreboard now. Excuse me. Near the 25-yard line, just inside the 25. Bentworth will start there.
Number 7, Jeremy Tack.
Leckie caught the ball in about the hash mark on the far side. Bentworth moving right to left as we're looking at him. Brought it right up the hash mark.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the Bearcat 23.
Spotted at the 23-yard line for Bentworth. Certainly cooling off here a little bit as the sun has gone down, and now they said it might be a little chilly this evening, and I can confirm. Watson under center, takes the snap, hands it off. That's going to be Hayes trying the right side of the line. Not a whole lot there. He will gain yardage up over the 25. He might end up with 5 yards out of the play.
That time ran isolation play off the right side. Hayes covered the ball up with 2 hands. Obviously, his coaches talked to him a little bit at halftime about making sure he secures the football.
Yeah, we saw him fumble in that first half. 3 different occasions. Getting down 5 for the Bearcats. Watson from the shotgun still has Hayes in the backfield. High snap over the head of Watson. He'll just have to fall on the football.
High snap.
Going to be a big loss, and now a flag comes in as well.
Recovered by Watson.
See the snap beat after the play.
They're going to call unnecessary roughness.
Is that what they called?
Foul against the Blue Devils.
I don't agree with that call. Watson right here.
The ball snapped pretty high over his head. He was lucky to get a hand on it. Had he not gotten a hand on it, that would have
1st and 10.
bounced toward the goal line a good ways.
So it went back to the 23-yard line, and then the penalty gives him a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now we get another flag coming in on the Hayes carry
Hayes
here.
The ball carrier, but there's a flag on the play.
And this is likely going to be a
hold.
It's going to bring it back. So it's a bit of a choppy start to this second half.
Back them up 10 yards.
They got back 2/3 of the roughing the passer call, or the unnecessary roughness call.
It'll be 1st and 18 for the Bearcat 25.
All right, so mark off the yardage from the spot of the foul, which apparently was 2 yards downfield. So 1st and 18. See if we can get a clean play here for the Bearcats. Here's Watson, going to try to turn the corner himself at the 20-yard line and brought down shy of the 25. And we get whistles blowing again here. I don't see a flag, do you?
No, there's a player down here on the sideline.
I see. Bentworth has a player
Cramps.
down. Yep.
Leg cramp.
So Watson on the play. I don't know if he picked up anything, did he?
I don't think so. He was running straight to the sideline, trying to get outside, and just took the direct snap. Just no fake. Just ran the football.
I think he lost a yard based on that spot. Yeah, he did. He lost a yard on the play. So yeah, we got a trainer out tending to the injured Bearcat.
Number 5.
That's Watson, so that's something to go on. Get him stretched out, but he'll have to come out of the game, so Bentworth will have to have another quarterback at least for one play. Choppy start to this third quarter. several penalties, now an injured player.
Bentworth does have a 2 deep in quarterbacks. Jake Kavanaugh is the 2 deep quarterback.
Okay. Kavanaugh, a sophomore.
I'm not so sure if I was coaching, I wouldn't just
How
put
about
Hayes.
too much time, but he will have to come out for at least a play. So there was a loss on 1st and 18, now 2nd down and 19. The clock, indeed.
Ball's on the near hash mark.
At the 24-yard line. 2nd down for the Bearcats. I think you may have called it. Hayes is just going to take the snap here for Bentworth.
Flag on the play.
And another flag.
False start against the Bearcats.
False start against Bentworth.
That will back them up 5 more.
Now, this is just a question for you. Can Watson come back in now or not?
No.
2nd down and 24.
No, it's got to be an
actual play.
Actual play.
Yeah, otherwise you could just you could do that on purpose.
I'm trying to figure out where the.
So back him up now to the 19. 2nd down and 24. Hayes does take that direct snap. He's going to run straight ahead, tries to go right side, and gains maybe 5 on the play. Bring up 3rd and long here.
That ain't a bad call.
Right.
It'll be 3rd down.
Because all eyes are on him when he gets the football at the direct snap.
They'll come to the line here. Watson's still not in there. Hayes is going to line up to take the snap again here for Bentworth. He's going to roll right, and he is going to look to throw. Dumps it over the middle, incomplete, looking for Ayers. Just kind of skipped it in front of the intended receiver. And he is going to look to throw. Dumps it over the middle, incomplete, looking for Ayers. Just kind of skipped it in front of the intended receiver.
Yep, brings up a 4th down. Just kind of rolled to his right and threw the football. Nobody in the area. Didn't throw it really strong.
Atkinson set the punt.
So kind of a mess for Bentworth coming out of the locker room. They'll punt it away on 4th down and 19. Penalties, injuries, just very disjointed coming out of the locker room here with the Bearcats.
Yep. Not a whole lot of rhythm. And Burgettstown should get pretty good field position here.
The punt is away from Paquette. Takes a Bentworth bounce as the Burgettstown return ball on Journey. And they'll have the ball down at the 43-yard line of Burgettstown. That's where the Blue Devils will start here, 1st down and 10.
So end-over-end punt that dropped about 5 yards in front of the return people, and that was certainly catchable. Would have saved themselves about 4 yards and probably would have gained another 5 at least.
Right.
Had they not broken a tackle.
Ball the 43-yard line. Here comes the Blue Devil offense back onto the field for the first time here in the 2nd half. Blake Neal under center with an I formation, right Weiser and Colt County. 2 receivers to the right as well. The give is to County. County steps out of 1 tackle, now finds some running room on the left side. Tries to cut back in. He's brought down in Bentworth territory. Big gain on 1st down.
Ran a little isolation play to the left side, but he bounces it outside and picks up some running room. Just ran right by a couple tacklers and picks up the 1st down. We're going to spot the ball on the hash mark on about the 39 and a half. I'm sorry, yeah, 30,
carry.
The 41 and a half yard line, or 41.
– 16-yard pickup, 1st down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Handoff goes to Right Weiser. Right Weiser straight ahead with it. Flags all over the place.
Flags on the play.
So expect this to come back. Well, it's going to be a
face
never
mask.
mind. It's going to be a face mask against Bentworth. So the penalty tacked on.
The second half funk is still affecting Bentworth.
No doubt about it. The right wiser carry was for, I'll tell you, well, that was a spot of the foul, though, too, not the end of the play. So first down and 10 for Burgettstown. Going to be a keeper here for Neal. And Neal fights his way ahead for about 5 yards.
But Burgettstown has a little hop in their step, and Bentworth is kind of walking around.
All the blocking up the middle, right near the lead stick, but going to be a little short, it looks like. Needed to get to the 15. Looks like they'll spot it about a yard short.
Looked like they were a little unbalanced that time. They brought the end over to the wide field and had a guard tackle on the far side. They ran the ball to the long side of the formation, trying to reduce numbers with the linebackers and secondary, and picked up some pretty good yardage. Third down and less than 1. 2 down territory, certainly.
High formation here with Neal under center. Give is going to be to right wiser again. Breaks through a couple of tackles in the backfield. Now tries to bounce to the other side. Going to turn the corner here on the near side, down inside the 10-yard line, but here come flags again.
Flag on the play.
Going to have a block in the back or a hold.
Rightweiser, interestingly enough, could have had the first down straight ahead. Decided to cut back and try to go the other side, and now they're going to be a penalty to bring this back.
Illegal block in the back against the Blue Devils.
So that'll wait on the spot here. It will be from the block happened around the 12-yard line, I believe. So say the penalty at the 13. It'll be third down and 8 after the ball's flying. Looking there for Lance Duran.
Intended for Duran, falls incomplete.
They had a mix-up in the routes outside. Both of them ran hitches. I think one of them was supposed to be down the sideline, and it was wide open.
So now it's a fourth down play coming for Burgettstown. On fourth down and 8. County hasn't really been in the last several plays, but he's back in here now, and he's actually going to attempt a field goal. This would be from 40 yards.
That'd be a 40-yarder.
The holder is Spear. Bryce Spear puts the ball down. The kick from County has enough leg. It is up, and it is good. 40-yard field goal from Colton County. You see it here again on the replay. Plenty of leg inside that right upright, and that'll make the score 23-14 in favor of the Blue Devils with 5:39 to play here in the third quarter on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
My Dream Field has a scoreboard with a giant TV. My Dream Field has lights to play at night and a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
So Colton County, we've seen him perfect in extra points. Well, just 2 for 2. They ended up going for 2 after the third touchdown. But showing off the leg.
That had enough to go 50.
Yes, it did.
For the Bearcats.
And now County will line up to kick it away here to Bentworth.
So far, Burgettstown has done a good job covering kicks.
His kick is going to go toward Likely again, and he's going to take it upfield across the 30-yard line, breaks free across the 35, brought down just shy. And now the ball comes loose, but was he down? And they're going to say Burgettstown football. See if we can get a look at it on the replay here. As he comes up, the ball Didn't really see it come out, but it is going to be taken away by Burgettstown. That's number 50 on the recovery.
Recovered by number 50,
Mason Tishner on the recovery.
Can't tell whether he was down when the ball came out or whether
right.
they got it before he went down. But obviously the officials saw it that he was not down when he fumbled the football. They basically took it away from him when he was being tackled going to the ground.
So the ball's at the Bentworth 40-yard line, and Burgettstown brings the offense back on the field.
And they're end over this time.
Hand off to County. County straight ahead, and now flags come in again. We have seen a ton of flags in this third quarter. Didn't really have we had some penalties in the first half, but it has certainly ramped up here in this third quarter, and we got a man down as well. So penalty flags and an injury. And the official, you can see there, having a word with County. Or County having a word with the official. Not sure which there, but.
Well, they marked the ball.
The face mask call.
How about a big hand for 54, Taggart?
It's Taggart who is going to be helped in
Penalty
this.
was a face mask against the Bearcats.
Gets off the field under his own power, but another 15-yard penalty on a face mask call that takes the ball down to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at the Bearcat 23.
Wow. Those are easy yards when you keep doing that.
No doubt.
Flag down.
Now we have offside on the defense, as it looks like the cornerback lined up offside. Not really sure why that play just can't run though, and then they give the offense a free play.
Once you're in the neutral zone, they blow it dead.
First down and 5 from the 18-yard line. Give it to Reitweiser. Reitweiser
to ball
gets
carrier.
inside the 15-yard line down to the 14.
Seeing a lot of this end over, short side, long side of the offense type of formation. Have two receivers to the long side.
He's sent down at about 1.
Trying to reduce a linebacker, and then they're trying to run at the reduction, just trying to run at numbers.
4-yard gain for Reitweiser, second down and 1.
And you got to run to the long side.
And the give is to County. County's got the first down, driving down inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of, going to spot it right on the 10 for a gain of 4. And a first down for the Blue Devils. That'll be first and goal now.
And that time it just looked like they handed the ball as deep as they could and allowed him to pick a spot to run to get the first down. Just everybody come off the football, block the helmet in front of you. Ball's on the 10-yard line. They cannot get a first down. They have to score in 4.
Neal up under center on first and goal. Going to roll here to the near side, throwing in the end zone, incomplete. Looking, I believe, for
Neal's
Lance
pass,
Duran.
Intended for Lance Duran, falls incomplete.
That's the 14th pass attempted by Blake Neal. He's completed 6 of them for 52 yards.
Based on how your offense is rolling, you don't have to, as I said, you don't have to do a whole lot in your passing game. You just have to do a little bit to keep them off balance.
Reitweiser and County in the backfield here. 2 receivers to the left. The give is to County. And on second down and goal, County driving for the end zone.
County, the ball carrier.
Not going to get there. He'll be brought down short.
To the Bearcat 3.
They stay back at the 3-yard line. He's down.
It's hard for us to tell what yard line
it sure is
they're
from this
on
angle.
from where we are. It's kind of difficult.
Give them a gain of 7 on the play.
Looks like Brown on a tackle.
Again, good straight ahead running that time.
So it's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 3.
I think they got 2 shots here to get it in. I don't think they're going to kick.
And a give is to County again. County going to be tackled. Is he into the end zone? No signal. Looks like he's going to be short again. And it's going to be 4th and goal. 2-yard gain.
Mark Duga's got a decision to make here.
Oh,
not to go for it, but what do you run?
Yeah. And we saw when they had the 2-point conversion try in this same area, they tried to pass that didn't work out.
And you're running against the goal line defense, so you got one receiver who's not covered on the outside out there.
Give to County. He's met in the backfield, and Bentworth's defense stands up and holds Burgettstown out of the end zone. County's going to lose 2 yards on the play, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Good penetration that time, but they were in a different defense. They were in a goal line defense that time. It wasn't a field defense that they were running their four-man front at, and just outnumbered the blockers.
So Bentworth gets the ball back, trailing by 9, and a long field ahead of them here toward the end of the 3rd quarter. 2:18 to play. And Watson is back in there for Bentworth. And he's going to have a keeper on 1st down. Not much there. I don't know if he got anything. Looks like no gain.
Watson, the ball carrier.
Somehow they got to find a passing game.
Number 10, Bryce Spear.
Call it no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 3.
He's taking that direct snap. He's almost in the backfield. He's almost in the end zone when he gets the football. But
Now
he's up under the center.
Yeah, up under center this time is Watson. He's going to hand it off, and it's Hayes. Hayes busts through the line. Now Hayes turns it inside. He's going to have the 1st down clear out near the 20-yard line, giving the Bearcats a little bit of space here and a big 1st down for Hayes.
Yep.
First down. Tackle by number 88.
You know he can run the football, that's for sure.
Going to be a 15-yard gain. Hayes closing in on a 200-yard day. I have him unofficially at 172. Watson under center, takes the snap. Pitch, Hayes breaks through the first wave. Now Hayes into the secondary, and he's brought down shy of the 30-yard line, but it should be another Bentworth 1st down. Gain of 12.
He's got an ability. He's got quick feet. I think he slipped on the turf that time when he wanted to make a cut, but he can cut and get going pretty quickly, and that's what makes him so difficult to bring down when he gets to that 2nd and 3rd level.
30-yard line, 1st and 10. Clock winds, 40 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. And the give, this time it's going to be Lichty on the carry. And now we have some extracurriculars after the whistle. Lichty on a gain of maybe 2.
Lichty, the ball carrier.
And we'll see if they get another snap away. It looks like they will not. So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Burgettstown has added a field goal and lead 23-14 here after 3. We're back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Find your place in the sun this summer with First Federal of Greene County. Leverage your existing home equity or ask about a home improvement or home construction loan. First Federal of Greene County will help you dive into any new project, a swimming pool, a patio, an outdoor kitchen, even a new driveway or garage. Visit with a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS 458729.
This is Coach Guy Montecalvo for the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, here to invite you to become a member of our chapter and help celebrate the stories of these outstanding athletes, coaches, and teams. For just $10, you'll have the opportunity to vote for respected athletes, coaches, and teams of yesteryear as we recognize these sports figures for their contributions to our rich athletic tradition. We're the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. Find us online or hit us up on Facebook and be a part of something exceptional.
Well, to start the fourth quarter after the 2-yard gain for Lichty, now it's 2nd down and 8 for the Bearcats. Trailing by 9 here, they have the ball to start the fourth. Snap goes to Watson. He'll roll to his left. Watson going to throw incomplete. And Watson has yet to complete a pass. That's just his third attempt. But it brings up a 3rd down and 8.
Tough to throw the ball. He sprinted to his left. Never really got his shoulders around heading up the field to throw the football and kind of threw the ball right-handed going to his left sideways. You got to get your shoulders turned up the field to hit that receiver, and obviously he did not do that. Ball falls short and behind him.
Bentworth, 3rd and 8 from their own 32.
Big play for Burgettstown here.
Watson up under center. Takes a snap, gives to Hayes. Hayes cuts inside, now tries to look for some room here to the near side. Hayes busting his way near the 40-yard line. He's going to be marked just shy, but it's going to set up a 4th down and a yard here after a pickup of 7. Tough running there by Ben Hayes.
Yeah, I thought he had the 1st down and mark it a little bit behind.
Be 4th down and 1.
Well, down 9 here in the fourth quarter. With that distance, you almost have to try to go for it here.
They're going to go for it, and he should get the football.
Yeah, no question. It's one of those where everybody knows where the ball should go. Can you stop it if you're Burgettstown? Need to get to the 40, and the ball is – and now we get flags, or we get a whistle, no flag. Going to get a timeout taken by Bentworth. We'll step aside as well with 11:04 to play here in regulation. It is Burgettstown 23, Bentworth 14 on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Friday Night Lights brings our communities together, but too many families in Washington County are being torn apart by opioid addiction. I'm County Commissioner Nick Sherman, and I want you to know you're not alone. Help is here. If you or someone you love is struggling, call our confidential hotline today at 724-228-1234. Together we can fight addiction and build a strong future for Washington County. 724-228-1234.
Couple score updates for you. Upper St. Clair leading Canumack 41-0, and it was Steel Valley 14-6. Is that what it was over Wash High?
Yes.
Yeah. Coming out of the timeout. And Watson going to keep it himself straight ahead on the QB sneak. Watson will get the 1st down. Give him a gain of 2 on the play.
Good effort. Good effort on Watson's part. Getting the 1st down. Gives him a new set of downs at the 41-yard line.
Much needed for Bentworth as they are down a couple of scores here at the start of the fourth quarter. This game was 11-6 a year ago. Burgettstown won. A lot more scoring here tonight, but we had a lot of scoring in the first quarter. Not a whole lot since. Hayes going to try to bounce this one outside, and he is brought down.
Hayes, the ball carrier.
Just really near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Good tackle that time, inside out by the linebacker.
Tackle
took Hayes right down, right to the ground. That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, Bajorni got the tackle there. That may be the first. Yeah, that's only the second time Hayes has been held to a yard or less. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 from the Bentworth 41-yard line. Watson again comes under center. Fakes an inside handoff. Now a pitch out to Hayes, but a lot of traffic. Hayes going to try to reverse his field and go the other way. And if he can avoid a flag, he might find some room. He gets to the near sideline and is just tripped up.
They had the option all snuffed out. And basically what ended up happening is he ended up reversing his field and almost making it back.
Well, he got yardage out of it.
All the way.
Yeah, he nearly found space. He ended up with about a 5-yard gain, depending on where they spot it. He went out of bounds. I believe he was out of bounds. They might give him a favorable spot. Looking at that, looks like they're going to give him the 50-yard line. I don't know that he got that far. We got a couple of guys down, one from each team. And while they sort out the injuries, we're going to step aside. Back here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Burgettstown's favorite holiday is almost here. Homecoming September 20th, the Wizarding World of Burgettstown. Get tickets now for the annual scholarship dinner Friday night. The homecoming parade is 11 a.m. Saturday with Grand Marshals, the 1995 basketball team and coaches, celebrating the 30th anniversary of their state playoff run. Kickoff is 2 o'clock against Chartiers Houston and the homecoming dance at 6. Be part of the Blue Devils tradition. Burgettstown Homecoming 2025. Don't miss it.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Hi, this is Mark Baer from Bud Baer Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Listen to this deal. A 2025 Sierra 1500 Elevation for only $399 a month plus tax. And with only $3,150 cash or trade equity.
Stock number 253064, 36-month lease at 10,000 miles per year. Payment includes $3,250 GMC Buick lease loyalty. Must qualify based on Tier 1 credit approval with GMF.
BudBearGM.com.
Bud Baer.
Still working on Cameron Krejci there for Bentworth. He is down. It looks like he's dealing with cramps, like we've seen a lot of here in the first couple of weeks of football. But they're still trying to work him out. Now they are going to finally get him to his feet.
How about a big hand for all the injured players?
We're not going to name them all. We had a couple down there.
That's the first time I heard that one.
A big hand for all the injured players.
The only other time that I laughed at something an announcer said was I was watching a game and there was a big offside. And it looked like a bunch of linemen jumped offside and he blew the whistle and got on the loudspeaker and said, offside, everybody but the center.
Everybody, yeah. 3rd down and 1 after that run by Hayes. They got him out to the 50-yard line. Ayers goes in motion here for Bentworth, and the handoff goes to Hayes. No, excuse me, that's not Hayes. That's, who is that ball carrier? Is that Jaquay?
Jaquay, the ball
yeah,
carrier.
Jaquay on the carry. And he'll get the first down as he gains 4 on the play.
Just a straight dive out of a split backfield. Old T formation without the fullback, and he just runs a straight dive up on the right side. Picks up the first down.
Only the second carry for Jaquay in the ball game. But it brings up 1st and 10 here for Bentworth. Now on the Burgettstown side of the 50 at the 46-yard line. Watson up under center. 2 men in the backfield. It's going to be a fake to Jaquay, and now looking to throw is Watson. Under some pressure, just going to throw it out of bounds and complete.
Watson's pass thrown out of bounds.
Well, Watson is not a natural thrower, and that's a problem from the quarterback spot.
Yeah, he's 0 for 4 today.
It kind of limits him offensively in terms of trying to throw the football a little bit.
Flags down again. This is an illegal man downfield for Bentworth. So that'll back them up 5.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
Back on the other side of the 50 now to the Bentworth 49 as the clock winds. Second down 15.
First down and 15.
Oh, yeah, it is first down. They have second down it should be first down. Are they going to correct that? Is that why they're stopping the clock?
I don't know.
That may be. Are they verifying what down it is? It should be first. And now we get movement here, so a penalty flag is going to come in again. It's going to go against Burgettstown on offside. Now he said second down, but it should be first down, right? There was an incomplete pass on first down that was brought, but the penalty was an illegal man downfield. Now you have an offside, but that should have been first and 15.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage, which is the 46 of Burgettstown. But they're saying it's second down. It should be first down.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it should be first down. That illegal man downfield is not a whistle after the play. Here's Hayes. And Hayes finds some running room. Not going to matter what down it is now as Hayes got the first down inside the 30-yard line. Big run for Hayes.
22, Benjamin
and now
Hayes.
We got another man
Ball
down.
Carry, tackle by number 12, Tony Benjourney.
That play is going to be for 14 yards to Ben Hayes. He's over 200 yards now.
Tell you what, when he gets in that secondary, he is really quick. His feet are quick, and he can move with the football.
Another injured player down. Let's step aside. Bring you back here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
The Mariscotti Insurance Agency and the Mariscotti Funeral Home in California are proud to support students and families throughout the area. The Mariscotti family provides honest service with a commitment to excellence to families and businesses in Washington, Greene, and Fayette counties. For nearly 50 years, the Mariscotti family has served the community, and they look forward to the next 50 years. The Mariscotti Insurance Agency on 3rd Street and the Mariscotti Funeral Home on 4th Street, supporting the Bearcats, Bulldogs, Falcons, and Trojans.
Hi, this is Attorney John Petrisic, and I've been your hometown attorney for nearly 30 years. Whether it be family law, the preparation of wills and powers of attorney, or the administration of an estate, I'm ready to assist you. I also represent clients on real estate matters including oil and gas, local government issues, contract disputes, and civil litigation including personal injury. If you're looking for an experienced attorney, I have offices in Bentleyville and Washington. Call 724-239-2330 for a free consultation.
For 125 years, we've been covering this region's financial needs, sharing your rebellious spirit, standing right here with you, supporting your dreams, helping businesses grow and thrive, investing in what matters, and always putting people first. Thank you for letting us get to know you over our first 125 years. We're Washington Financial Bank, and we're proud to be the bank that gets you.
Bryce Spear, who was the injured Blue Devil, who was being tended to and looked like another cramping issue.
They were stretching him out.
After the big run from Ben Hayes of 14 yards, Bentworth has a first down and 10 from the Burgettstown 27-yard line. 7:48 to play. And a 9-point lead for Burgettstown, 23-14.
I've got to be honest with you. I've seen more cramps in the first 2 weeks of the season.
You ain't kidding.
Than I've seen in how many years have I been doing this?
Boy, yeah,
certainly in coaching.
Last week was bad, and this I thought we were going to be okay this week. The first half we didn't see much of it, but now it's becoming prevalent again. First down and 10 here for the Bearcats. Watson under center. Going to fake it to Hayes. Going to roll right. Throws on the run. Got him in. Complete. It's Hayes in the 12. Hayes inside the 5 and close to a touchdown. And he brought down at about the 1-yard line.
That's what they needed. They needed something to loosen the defense up. Now they got a chance to, make Burgettstown guess a little bit in terms of whether they're going to run it or throw it.
Spotted at the... They spotted at the 2. Yeah.
Check that. That was Benjourney.
So call it a 24-yard pass play. First completion for Watson today.
It's the 2 or the 1?
I think it's a 2. Yeah, it looks like the 2. Our angle's tough, but I think it's the 2. Either way, it's first down and goal. And Watson's going to keep it himself. Puts his nose down, looking for the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown. Ty Watson takes it in from 2 yards out, and Bentworth is, for the moment, within 3 points.
Again, took the ball off the left side, and he was met by some blue jerseys, but managed to make contact, slice through, and get the touchdown.
First score for Bentworth since the first quarter.
Good hard running.
Hackinson in for the extra point, but that may have gotten blocked.
Extra point is no good.
Either way, it's no good.
As they say in golf, I think he
just shanked it.
He hooked it.
He hooked it. 6:58 to play. 23-20. It's a 3-point ball game in favor of Burgettstown here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Whether you're shopping for 1 or 100, make one convenient stop for everything you need at Bentleyville Giant Eagle. Fresh meats and produce, deli, fresh baked goods, dairy products, cold and flu supplies, all the snacks you want and everything else you need. Bentleyville Giant Eagle has beer and wine available Sunday through Thursday 11 to 7, Friday and Saturday 11 to 9. Supporting area high school sports, students, and families. Giant Eagle in Bentleyville, open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.
From the first steps in new love to every scraped knee and healing embrace, the obstacles they will overcome to the victories they will achieve. You have walked this path beside them. These are the moments you live for. By protecting their health with a regular schedule of care, they can fully embrace all of life's little moments. At Cornerstone Care, we create healthier tomorrows today.
To schedule an appointment, visit cornerstonecare.com/locations.
Bongiorni on the return. Chris Bongiorni was met with stiff resistance around the 27-yard line, and that's where Burgettstown will start on offense here with 6:50 remaining in the ballgame. Burgettstown with a 3-point lead. Excuse me, I got to get my score updated.
The Blue Devil ball first.
20. Had high hopes for this automatic scoreboard, and here I am trying to manually keep up with things.
Well, I've said that
we'll tackle that next week.
I said that Burgettstown has some important possessions, but none more important than this one, I don't think.
Here's Neal with 3 receivers to his right. The handoff goes to Bongiorni. That's going to be his first carry of the game. And he's going to get no gain, looks like. Maybe a yard.
Little inside handoff off the right side and no yardage. No rushing yardage and no room to rush. A lot of white jerseys right where he wanted to be.
Second and 10 here for Burgettstown. Opening game for Burgettstown. Bentworth had a big win over Brownsville last week. Neal going to take the snap. Hand off to Reitweiser. Reitweiser had a hole up the middle. Falls forward to about the 33-yard line. And looks like he may be slow to get up. He is indeed, and they're going to stretch him out. And with that, we'll step aside once again. 5:56 to play. 23-20 Burgettstown here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Get your name out there with Bell Print and Stitch in Bentleyville. Whether it's your business, your school, your team, whatever group or organization, Bell Print and Stitch does digital printing, including banners and vehicle graphics. They'll put your logo on anything with embroidery, heat press vinyl, or screen printing, all at competitive prices. Need an online fundraising spirit store? Call 724-207-3408. Bell Print and Stitch on Main Street in Bentleyville. See more on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Scott Day from the Day Insurance Agency here in Washington. When was the last time you reviewed your homeowner's policy? In recent years, the price of homeowners insurance has gone up dramatically. In fact, some companies have raised their rates by as much as 35% in the last year. If you haven't reviewed your coverage lately, now is the time. You might be surprised at how much you can save. Call us at 724-228-3448. Visit us online at dayinsurance.com or stop by one of our offices in Washington or Hickory.
Third down and 4.
Hey, it must have put some time back on the clock here. Now we're getting caught up to it. There we go. 5:46 remaining, and the clock is winding on third down and 4 after the 6-yard gain for Reitweiser, who came out of the game with the cramping issue on the last play. From the shotgun, Blake Neal takes a snap. A little bit of a bobble there to Bongiorni, and Bongiorni falls forward, but did he get the first down?
I don't think he made the first down.
Maybe a yard shy. Look at the spot here. Looks like he's going to be a yard shy. Needed 6, got 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down for Burgettstown here.
Stop short of the line.
In their own end, it's 4th and 1. What do you do?
Well, one of the things that they haven't done is they haven't gone back to that little hitch route that they ran in the first period.
I'm saying, what do you do? Do you go for it here? But it looks like they're going to. 2 receivers to the far side for Neal. Takes a snap. Hand off and stacked up and not going to get there. I think it was Reitweiser on the carry. Or no, it was Bongiorni again. And Bongiorni is stacked up, no gain. And Bentworth is going to take over down 3 in Burgettstown territory.
They tried to run that end over twins look to the far side. And Bentworth did not reduce their linebacker. And they kept the linebacker in there, so they didn't have the numbers. They ran right at the numbers, and Bentworth just bottled up the run.
I just don't know about going for it there in your own end. But the decision was made, and it didn't work out. Of course, hindsight's always 20/20.
Yeah, that's why we're up here.
That's right. First down and 10 from the 37 for Bentworth as they take over on downs, down 3 points. Watson takes the snap, hands it off to Hayes. Hayes made one man miss, but falls ahead for maybe 4 on the play.
He secured the ball pretty well the second half. 2 hands on the ball as he's going through the line of scrimmage.
Only 3 yards, actually, after the spot, 3 yards. I am for 217 yards on 19 carries for Ben Hayes tonight. 2 touchdowns, but as Bill mentioned, put the ball on the ground a few times as well. Second down and 7. Pitch to Hayes. Hayes tries to bounce it to the far side, and a flag comes in as he's brought down the sideline.
The flag on the play.
And we'll have to sort out another penalty flag, likely against Bentworth.
That's going to be a block in the back. And by number 14 for
it's Ayers.
Holding against the Bearcats.
Only call a hold.
One of those. That's one of those things where you're engaged, and then the ball goes outside of you, and the defender turns, and all of a sudden you got your hands on his back instead of in his.
Right.
And the official sees your hands on the back, and either calls a hold or a block in the back.
Second down and 16 after the penalty is marked off. Jaquay and Hayes on the backfield, and Jaquay's going to get this touch. He'll fall forward to about the 40-yard line.
Third down.
4-yard play.
Jaquay, the ball carrier, tackled by number 9, Caleb Metallic.
So it'll be third down and about 13 still to go.
Down and 13.
Clock winds inside 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Bentworth trailing by 3 with the ball at the Burgettstown 40.
I guess this is 2-down territory too here.
Well, this I would have to say is definitely 2-down territory. Well, unless you had a really good kicker. Hayes going to take the handoff, and Hayes gets some room straight ahead, and now it will be fourth down.
But it's fourth and manageable.
Fourth and manageable at the 33-yard line after a nice pickup there for Hayes of about 10. And we get a whistle. Timeout, Bentworth.
Bearcats.
And with that, we will step aside as well with 2:37 to play. It'll be a fourth down play for Bentworth. When we come back, it's Burgettstown 23, Bentworth 20 on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Alex Paris Contracting has been in business since 1928. They're in the heart of the Marcellus Shale on Route 18 in Atlasburg. Call Alex Paris for any contract.
4th and 5 from the Burgettstown 32.
It's fourth down and 5.
Hayes and Jaquay in the backfield for Bentworth. Watson up under center. He's going to fake to Jaquay, and now he goes to Hayes, trying to bounce it outside. He'll be brought down in the backfield. And that's another turnover on downs. We saw Burgettstown turn it over on downs moments ago, and now Bentworth does the same thing. And it'll be Burgettstown ball at their own 35. Make it the 34.
Burgettstown did exactly what they needed to do. They made Hayes run east-west instead of up the field, and was not able to break the outside and break contain.
And Bentworth only has one timeout. Tend, I believe he's been down before. That's Krejci again, who is being attended to by the training staff. We'll step aside here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Our motto at Sunny Days is put our clients and our caregivers first.
For Sunny Days in-home care, John Bennett.
We care about people and we want people to have better lives because we're involved with them. We'd love for you to go and check out our website, fill out an application, and we can talk to you more. And we really like to have good people. And the big thing we're looking for is if you're a caring and compassionate person. I mean, that's our top quality.
Sunny Days caregivers make a difference in people's lives. Find out how you can join the team. Log on sunnydaysinhomecare.com.
My Dream Field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My Dream Field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My Dream Field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
We should be winding the clock, and there we go. The clock does wind. Now, Burgettstown, you would think, would take the play clock
time
down.
as they can, yep.
So second down and 7 after the 3-yard run for County. And Watson draining the play clock all the way down, maybe too far.
No, that wasn't.
Okay, false start, though.
Oh, man.
Back him up 5 yards, and boy, you can't, you don't want that.
False start against the Blue Devils. That'll back them up 5.
We talked about this last week
they didn't have a false start for 16 seconds.
Yeah.
They had 1 second on the clock.
We
and
talked
snapped
about
it.
this last week where you want to take it down, but when you take it right down to the 1 second, you're really pushing your luck.
Now, that had more to do with the play coming from the sideline than it did waiting at the line of scrimmage to snap the ball.
So now 2nd down and, call it 11. And the handoff to County.
County, the ball carrier.
Up over the 35-yard line to the 36. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 8 to go. Clock now at 1.5 minutes. Bentworth does have 1 timeout. If they get a stop here and call a timeout, they have a little time to work with potentially. 3rd down and 8. Neal up under center. Takes a snap. The give is to County. County looking for a hole. It's not there.
County, the ball carrier.
And surely a timeout going to be taken by Bentworth. Yeah, I think they might add some time here because the coaching staff was calling for the timeout. It's going to bring up 4th down, but Bentworth stops the clock. They're going to have just under a minute.
4th down, and the clock doesn't start until the ball snapped.
Right. So they're not going to add any time to it. They're going to say 55 seconds on the clock. We'll keep it right here. As Bentworth will have a chance here, down 3, 55 seconds remaining in regulation. And boy, we saw Colton County kick the 40-yard field goal for Burgettstown. We don't know what kind of lay. I mean, Hackinson's been the place kicker on the extra points for Bentworth. We said that when County was out there, he could have kicked it good from 50. I'm not sure what the range is on Hackinson.
First game, kicking game, always a problem at some point in time.
Well, County will handle the punting duties. He kicks it away, and it'll be downed by Bongiorni at the Bentworth 37-yard line. So the Bearcats,
at the 37 by Bongiorni.
50 seconds on the clock, and they've got to cover 63 yards for a touchdown.
Well, find a way, offensively what you try to do is you try to get the ball in the hands of your best player. And it'd be nice to get the ball in the hands of Hayes in the secondary. If they could throw it to him, that'd be probably a good option for him.
That's the other trouble now. If you're going to keep it on the ground to Hayes, the clock's going to become a real issue as well with no timeouts. 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw. And he lets it go down the middle of the field looking for, I thought it was looking for Ayers. It really never got through. May have also had Bassich. But
he had 2 players in the same place.
But the defender had the best shot at the ball, and that was Lance Duran.
Yep. They ran a seams route, but 2 people went down the hash mark on the far side.
Looks like it was
you had a defender right in the middle of both of them.
Yeah, Bassich and Ayers were both in that area. 2nd down and 10.
You run that same play and cross one of those outside receivers underneath that, and he's wide open.
Watson again. This time he rolls to the near side looking to put it in the air.
Nope.
And that's just nowhere near. Only man in the area was Bahana, but
for Bahana,
that was
ball's incomplete.
At least 5 yards shy of the mark.
3rd down.
40 seconds. And Watson just has had nearly no success through the air. He had the one play, the 24-yard catch by Ayers that set up the last touchdown. But that's the only completion in 7 attempts.
They may try to run the ball here.
Third down and 10. They will pitch it to Hayes. Hayes going to try to bounce it to the far side. He won't get there. He forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage. So Bentworth has done nothing with 3 plays. In fact, lost a yard, and now there's just 34 seconds remaining.
Their offense is not designed to be catch-up.
Right.
There's no question.
4th and 11 after the loss of 1 to Hayes. And the game comes down to this. Obviously, Bentworth needs 11 yards to keep it going.
And a quick snap after that.
Right. 3 receivers to the right side here for Ty Watson, who drops back. He's going to throw. No, the ball is knocked out of his hand, and it's picked up by Burgettstown. Big number 72, Adam Balaga, picks up the fumble, and he's brought down around the 18-yard line, and that's where the game is going to come to a close. And we got an injured man down again. And you can see on that replay the way that
tried to throw the football and it came right out of his hands. Somebody knocked it away.
Just hit him in the back as he was getting ready to release it. That was County who forced the ball loose. And then Balaga with the recovery. And when the big man came down, there was some bodies flying over there around the 17-yard line, and Bentworth has a man down.
I think Burgettstown's going to come away with a win since last time.
Yep.
Last year.
Snap the 8-game losing streak that started the week after they defeated Bentworth 11-6 a year ago. And Burgettstown is going to get their first win since that win, and of course has now beaten Bentworth in back-to-back seasons. The key for Burgettstown is you got to figure out how to beat some other teams.
Well, that's
after you lost 8 in a row last year.
When you listen to Mark Duga talk, it's a tough road to hoe.
Yeah, it is.
based on your conference and tradition of the schools that you're playing. Those schools that are relatively successful, and by relatively I mean very.
Yeah.
You got to find a way to beat those teams. I mean, but it's no different than any other team that's in the mid-level of any conference in the country. You're always you look at teams on your schedule, and probably in most cases the top 3 teams on the schedule are probably been the top 3 teams on the schedule and in the conference since forever. And you got to find a way to crack that top 3 somehow, some way.
How about a big hand for the Bearcat football player?
That's is that Krejci again? No, this time it is Braden Taggart, who's also been down more than once with the cramping issues.
That was number 1, Colton County on a strip sack.
I hope it's just cramps because with a roster the size of both these schools, when you lose a player, you don't lose 1, you lose 2. Because you lose an offensive player and a defensive player for the most part.
Victory formation for Burgettstown. 1 snap should take care of it.
Unless there's a penalty.
Don't say that. We've seen enough of those. Clock winds, and that will do it. Burgettstown will snap their 8-game losing streak dating back to this time last year, and they beat Bentworth by a final score of 23-20. We'll come back and recap it for you. Name our player of the game, brought to you by the Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. All that coming up here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Find your place in the sun this summer with First Federal of Greene County. Leverage your existing home equity or ask about a home improvement or home construction loan. First Federal of Greene County will help you dive into any new project, a swimming pool, a patio, an outdoor kitchen, even a new driveway or garage. Visit with a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
This is Coach Guy Montecalvo for the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, here to invite you to become a member of our chapter and help celebrate the stories of these outstanding athletes, coaches, and teams. For just $10, you'll have the opportunity to vote for respected athletes, coaches, and teams of yesteryear as we recognize these sports figures for their contributions to our rich athletic tradition. We're the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. Find us online or hit us up on Facebook and be a part of something exceptional.
Friday Night Lights brings our communities together, but too many families in Washington County are being torn apart by opioid addiction. I'm County Commissioner Nick Sherman, and I want you to know you're not alone. Help is here. If you or someone you love is struggling, call our confidential hotline today at 724-228-1234. Together we can fight addiction and build a strong future for Washington County. 724-228-1234.
Burgettstown's favorite holiday is almost here. Homecoming September 20th, the Wizarding World of Burgettstown. Get tickets now for the annual scholarship dinner Friday night. The homecoming parade is 11 a.m. Saturday with Grand Marshals, the 1995 basketball team and coaches, celebrating the 30th anniversary of their state playoff run. Kickoff is 2 o'clock against Chartiers Houston and the homecoming dance at 6. Be part of the Blue Devils tradition. Burgettstown Homecoming 2025. Don't miss it.
Final score, Burgettstown 23, Bentworth 20. A look at the scoring recap for you. Bentworth started things in the first quarter. We saw a lot of scoring in the first quarter. A 50-yard touchdown run by Ben Hayes, and it was Caden Hackinson with the extra point, made it 7-0 with 10:17 to go in the first. Burgettstown would answer that score with another long run. Colton County, 60-yard touchdown run. He would add his own extra point with 8:23 to go. It was 7-all. Bentworth went back in front with another Hayes touchdown run of 64 yards. Hackinson would add the extra point to go up 14-7. Still over 7 minutes to go in that opening quarter. And then Bryce Spear caught an 18-yard touchdown pass from Blake Neal. And Colton County added the extra point to tie things at 14. Still in the first quarter with 2.5 minutes to play. Just one score in the second quarter, and that was for Burgettstown when they gained the lead really for good. Brady Reitweiser scored from 1 yard out. The two-point conversion pass failed, and that came late in the second quarter. Our halftime score was 20-14 at Burgettstown. Colton County added a 40-yard field goal with 5:39 to play in the third quarter to send Burgettstown up 23-14, and then a touchdown, 2-yard touchdown run by Bentworth's quarterback Ty Watson with 6:58 to play. Brought Bentworth within 3 points as the extra point was no good, 23-20. Of course, Bentworth did have another shot, had the ball with less than a minute to go, but were unable to gain any yardage, and Burgettstown ends up with the 23-20 victory.
Great football game.
It was.
It was it's a little sloppy at times, but a lot of good individual performances. Hayes had a pretty good individual performance for
in
Bentworth,
a loss,
sure.
224 yards unofficially on 22 carries. I mean, he was Bentworth's offense tonight, and really it was a tale of two running backs. Colton County had 135 yards on 18 carries. He was the bulk of the offense for Burgettstown as well. They did have 52 yards through the air with Blake Neal, and Reitweiser also had himself a decent day carrying the ball at times as well, put up 28 yards rushing there. But it was nice to see a back-and-forth contest. Like you said, sloppy at times, but still a good, entertaining game to watch.
No question. And like I said, some individual performances by County, as a running back. Defensively, I think that Mark Duga got what he was looking for. They're tackling a little bit better than they did last year, and they made a play at the end of the game that they needed to make in order to win the football and seal the football game. So I think that Mark Duga and his coaching staff are pleased with what's going on, but they realize they got a tough road to hoe and they got to get better. And Bentworth, they've got to be able to be more diversified on offense.
Yeah.
If they can find a way to be a little bit more diversified, they're physical. They can run. They've got some speed. What they've got to be able to do offensively is to at least be able to keep people off balance a little bit And then obviously they got to be a little bit more disciplined so that they don't give up those 5-yard penalties during the course of a football game that make the difference between a first down and a punt.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Bentworth will take on their next game coming up will be at Charleroi next Friday. Burgettstown will next play here. They're going to host Jefferson Morgan next week in some Week 2 action here in the WPIAL. It's time to recognize our player of the game, brought to you by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Pretty easy choice tonight for our player of the game, because not only was he the winning team's leading rusher, but he also kicked a 40-yard field goal, a couple of extra points, and had a big strip sack to close out the victory. It's Burgettstown's Colton County, our player of the game, brought to you by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County.
Well deserved.
That is going to do it here. I mean, we talked about County. We talked about some other, great individual performances with Hayes racking up over 200 yards of rushing. But, just the fact that you saw County do it in different ways, not only carrying the football but also making his presence known in special teams and defensively. All three part of the ball game and a part of the victory for Burgettstown, 23-20. This broadcast on the WJPA Sports Network has been brought to you by the Burgettstown Homecoming Committee, celebrating the homegrown Blue Devils. By Washington County Human Services, take the first step toward a healthier life. 81234. By Washington Green Hall of Fame, celebrating our region's rich athletic tradition. By First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County, people you know, people you can trust. By CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. Coverage brought to you tonight by Sunny Days In-Home Care, providing compassionate care in the comfort of home. Sunny Days, a commitment to quality and service exceeding expectations. By the Day Insurance Agency on East Main Street, Washington, Main Street Hickory, online, dayinsurance.com, celebrating 50 years of service. Cornerstone Care, creating healthier tomorrows today. By Bentleyville Giant Eagle, open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., 7 days a week. By Washington Financial Bank, for 125 years, proud to be the bank that gets you. Our coverage brought to you by Attorney John Patricic, nearly 30 years and are operated by Community College of Beaver County. Next week, we will have Mount Lebanon at Peters Township, Trinity at Montour, and also Green Sports has Chartiers Houston at Mapletown. Our thanks to head coaches David Portash and Mark Duga, to Sean Cook, Nathan Camp, and everyone here at Burgettstown, WJPA Sports Network crew, producer Brandon Bennett, videographers Brett Gumbita and Nathan. WJPA Sports Network crew, producer Brandon Bennett, videographers Brett Gumbita and Nathan Bennett. For Mark Edwards and Bill Chapo producing back at our downtown Washington studios. And for Bill Touquette, I'm Jason Tennant saying so long here from Burgettstown. Again, your final score, Burgettstown 23, Bentworth 20. This has been a presentation of the WJPA Sports Network.